Oh, the Savannah Bananas game? Dude. So one of the girls from the softball team also was there.
Oh, was
She was on the first baseline, but she was basically under. What the fuck?
Fucking up.
We watching a true crime or something?
Oh, ads. It was
I don't need a fucking ad. Yeah. That's what we need. Okay. So yeah, she was. Her and her family were like first baseline, but like first row, not first row, but
like
first section.
Yeah.
I was like, But I really like the section that we're in because you get a good view of everything.
Yeah, you see the whole stadium.
Yeah. Hey, you should come to the Rubber Ducks game.
Maybe.
That's my dad's section.
Yeah, pictures don't do it much justice though. Like,
but that's a good picture.
Yeah.
that's a sweet
That's
ass
a
picture.
solid picture. Plus, they had like on the screen they had the Guardian statue, which is what they're named after, holding bananas.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, it was cool. So we'll definitely talk about that. But it's gonna be a quiet week coming up.
I know, it's gonna be so great.
Yeah.
He's thinking, "Fuck you guys."
I'm scrolling through the IG, man.
The IG,
Trying to find that your replacement girlfriend.
because we're not about to do a podcast or anything.
Yeah. His ADHD brain only goes so far.
Did you come prepared with anything today?
No.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess.
Actually, I've seen. We should probably wait. As podcast topic. There you go.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. Well, hey, welcome to another episode of the Grossly Off Topic Podcast. I am your host, Papa Smurf.
Fuck you, Viking.
I be Redbeard.
I am Florida man.
I'm 31. That was amazing.
So it is a true
It is an official
Fuck You Viking episode.
Fuck you.
It is 6 minutes past when we start, and typically we're all here about
30 minutes.
30 minutes early.
Except Redbeard's usually the last one here with about 15 minutes early, around about, which is fine. You're still technically early. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. If you're on time, you're late.
Exactly.
But I mean, we moved the time to what we do so that way you could be here. So it's understandable, we picked this time. But he is late.
No
I
call, no
texted
show.
him like 2 hours ago.
You text him. 31 just tried to call him.
I just tried to call him.
No answer.
Nope. Yeah, he went AWOL.
He is AWOL.
Yeah. Now he's got fines.
We're gonna dock his pay.
I still remember that 3-hour conversation. Oh, you're leaving, so now you have to fucking pay fines. We're like, what contract did we sign?
Oh shit!
Oh, the boredom we get.
What? You have a pocket in the pocket?
What are you looking for?
No.
Pocket in the pocket.
Yeah, you have a pocket in the pocket.
Oh.
Fucking ADHD brain's amazing. You have a pocket in that pocket?
How long have
There's
you owned that shirt?
Couple years.
All right. That's interesting.
Speaking of you and your ADHD brain, I was scrolling through TikTok one day and I saw that in order to relate to the youths in school, teachers start doing the whole playing like Family Guy clips or Subway Surfer or Minecraft things while teaching their lesson.
Oh my god!
So they can actually like pay attention because now that's the only reason.
So they can get their eyes up front. Mm-hmm. Oh my god!
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could do that these days.
No.
I mean, when I'm like, because I'm watching Yellowstone right now, I'll have like my phone out, like playing games on my phone, but but it's something to keep me to stimulate, but I'm still paying attention. Like I can still hear what's going on.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess playing a game, I catch myself like, I have Apple News, right? So I just scroll through the Apple News while I'm watching something on TV. Like today I was watching Jericho And I got to an end of an episode, and I'm like, fuck. What the hell just happened? And all I was doing was scrolling through the news. So I rewound damn near the whole episode. They're like 40-minute episodes, too. Like, I rewound like 30 minutes, and I'm like, okay, I remember this. Fuck.
Oh, there's been times where I was like, I'm on my phone, and then it's like, okay, time to go make dinner. Then I'll pause the episode, and I'll just start doom scrolling on TikTok or Instagram Reels. The next thing you know, it's been 45 minutes. Like, fuck, I still gotta make dinner.
All right, so I was thinking earlier this week, it might have been yesterday or Friday.
That
I don't
is
know.
also earlier this week.
Well, well, I guess technically it's a new week.
Yeah.
Depending on how you think about it, it's Sunday. But anyways, and I was like, I should change the description of our podcast,
Okay.
right? Because I was thinking in my head, like, we talk on the phone like every day, all day, right? Except for maybe the next coming week because we're going to have quiet time.
Yeah.
Because Florida Man's going on staycation.
Staycation. Well, I might go somewhere.
We're all happy that you're going on staycation.
Kind of, because like we kind
No, I'll call in.
You can call in, but no one's going to answer.
Hey, what are you guys doing? I just drove to Michigan for no reason.
I mean, I don't know. But anyway, so we're on the phone call all the time, every day. And I was thinking to myself, like, how do we always have shit to talk about?
Usually, Florida Man's brain just starts rambling. Do you hear about this topic? Do you hear about this? Hear about that? And that just diverges.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. That could be, but that just leads us into, who knows
Endless.
what.
Right.
But we typically, unless it's super fucking hot outside or it's raining or something, you know what I mean? And then we're all like, oh, fuck this shit.
Right.
Nobody's talking, but typically, it's that fucking zero sugar root beer, bro.
Oh, God, this is so good.
But typically, we don't run out of things to talk about. And I don't...
I think the only time there's a lull in the conversation is around lunchtime.
Well, that's
Like,
because...
like the Viking, if he's just doing his straight route, it's usually around like 11:30, 12.
Right.
And then you start at 12. And then Redbeard, you'll get off the phone.
like 1:30.
You'll get off the phone. Florida Man, this is whenever. Usually.
Around 12:30.
It's supposed to be 12:30.
12:30, 1
so we
o'clock,
have about a 2 hour, hour and a half, 2 hour time span where we're all on lunch at separate times and we're like, fuck this.
Yeah.
And I mean, I take my shocks off. I charge them.
I just put my phone on speaker, put it on the
That's
steering
what I do
wheel, and
too.
just scroll.
That's exactly what I do. And but even then, like all the other parties are usually still talking,
And then every now and again, you get like, especially Toucans. Toucan's like, is 31 still on the phone? Or I think you said it yesterday.
Yeah.
It's like, is 31 still on the phone? Like, yeah, I'm here. Just nothing to talk about.
just at lunch, man.
Or no, it was at like 3:30 or 3 o'clock when he said that. So it's like they talked about how much the rain sucks, and it went from rain to sun to hot to cold to
it was
wind.
miserable.
And I'm just like, I'm driving. I don't deal with that.
Yesterday, and fuck you, Redbeard, because yesterday, those of us in our zone, because we're all in the same zone, and then Redbeard, he does his own thing.
Yeah.
We waited all day.
We waited all day, and it sounds fucking stupid, but us mailman, we were waiting for it to rain, which never fucking happens, right? Yeah. But it was so humid, and the sun was just blazing hot.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, just rain. It's okay. It's at the end of the day. Who cares?
Yeah.
My feet can get soaked.
I think Viking said yesterday, last 3 swings, I don't care if I get wet because I just spent 5 hours in the sun baking. Just 3 swings, I'm almost done. Let's just get through it.
And then, so my phone kept going off saying, oh, it's going to start raining and it's going to last for 13 minutes. And I'm like, sweet. It's a nice little, whatever. And then I'm waiting and I'm like, well,
you can see the clouds.
Yeah. I'm like, I got to sprinkle. And then nothing.
And then I was like way far west. You guys are like, oh, guys, I'm getting rain. I'm getting drops.
And then all of a sudden Redbeard goes, oh, it's raining here, guys.
Because it was.
And he was like, it's nice and windy. The rain is cool. I was like, fuck you.
It came ripping in.
Split between us. It was
did.
to the north, to the south, to the west and east.
And we were just
like,
It just went around our town.
Viking called it the Goldilocks zone, I think, at one point. I was like, fuck
think-
you.
I think that was
I was like,
yeah.
fuck you. That's not a Goldilocks zone. And someone was like, well, for normal people, it is. And I'm
Yeah.
like, no.
Because how many times do customers come up to us when it's 85 degrees? Like, oh, this is amazing. This
No.
is great. It's like, no, fuck you. We
No.
want it like 40 degrees cooler.
The high for tomorrow.
oh,
High for the next 3 days
Yeah.
is supposed to be
the entire
72.
week I'm off.
Yeah.
The high for tomorrow, though, 71.
Beautiful.
And cloudy? 71 and cloudy?
I might.
Oh,
I
God.
might ride my motorcycle in tomorrow.
Yeah.
I
Because
should have taken the following week off.
I think
Yeah.
my dad said on. It's Viking.
but we can't connect him to this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, well.
Well, you don't have Bluetooth.
Divert it.
I'll play it on speaker.
Oh, yeah, okay. All right.
Hello, Viking.
You're on the air.
You're on the air. Hello, Viking.
I'm on my way, sorry.
Do you get a little nappy cappy in?
Yeah, I did.
You fucking old man.
Yep. Alright, I'll be there about 15.
Oh, geez, we'll be done with the episode by then.
Okay, well, I'll just go home.
No, show up. Bye.
Bye.
You can hear it in his voice.
That was a long nap because I texted him 2 hours ago and he didn't answer.
Weren't we talking about that yesterday? It's like if we take a nap, it's
I don't take naps.
no. If I take a nap like at home, I will not sleep that night.
I made that mistake one time and I
I made
as
that.
soon as I got home, fell asleep, woke up at 8 o'clock. I said, "Oh fuck!"
I made that mistake
Not
all the
good.
time in college because I'll have like a full day of classes, then go to practice, then lifting, then dinner. I won't get back to my dorm till like 7:30. I pass out on my futon, and then next thing you know, it's 9:30. I'm like,
No, see, if that was me though, I either wouldn't have woke up until like 2, 3 in the morning, or I would have woke up and been like, oh fuck, and then gone to bed and gone to sleep.
And see, I tried that. I tried to get up from the futon, lay down on my actual bed, and go to sleep, but I couldn't fall back asleep.
Yeah, I don't do naps. I would love to be able to just take a fucking power nap, but I can't.
I do like
I know I can't.
I do like the Navy SEAL thing where you put your legs above you, and then take like set a timer for like 20 minutes and just close your eyes. You end up falling asleep in like 5 minutes.
See you later.
Have fun.
No, yeah, I just can't. I've never been able to take naps, and I wish I could. You know, of
course,
my girlfriend's always like, "Oh, I'm gonna take a nap," and then legit, it'll be like 30 fucking minutes, and she'll be like, "Oh, that felt good." I'm like, "How do you, I can't? What?"
Yeah.
I
If I
can
take
do
a
that.
nap in one of those, like, okay, I just need to take a quick, 30-minute power nap, and I set a timer and I wake up, I'll feel worse than when I did when I went to bed.
Like on my day off, I'll wake up at like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, and then I'll be up reading and shit, and then around like 8, 9 o'clock, I'll be like, I'll take a little power nap.
Till like 2 in the afternoon.
No, it's just like 30, 45 minutes.
Fuck that.
No, I can't. I wish I could. Because, well, I mean, I guess sometimes when I'm on lunch, I'm like, ugh.
At work, I'll do that.
Yeah, and I'll feel like, I mean, which is why we all set timers, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like maybe I fell asleep, but I don't. I don't think I do. And if I do, it's
It's like 2 minutes.
it's
So-
probably more of an unconscious type deal
Yeah.
Right.
rather than,
you're aware of your surroundings and
Yeah.
stuff still.
yeah. But because of one of our managers, former managers' classes, I make sure I lock my doors.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
He was notorious for just sneaking up on you and opening your door. And you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah. It's like,
You have that happen, Redbeard?
Yeah, all the time actually.
By that same guy or different people?
Just
Now.
I had a scenario once when
Nobody can read your handwriting. I don't know what the fuck that says.
is that even a word?
No.
It
It's 3 different words.
it's 3 different words. Yes.
Jeez.
I can just tell you're like, Yeah, well.
Yeah.
I mean, 31 writes in hieroglyphics.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like a
It's like a kindergarten handwriting.
I had to try to write neatly.
it's like
on
a
that one.
stick figure with a bow and arrow. And
Well, when I'm writing on a whiteboard at an angle and trying to write fast to keep the conversation
I
going.
always write at an angle. That's why I have to turn paper.
I do. I also
Yeah.
turn paper.
Yeah, I
My
do
paper
too.
is always at like a 45.
Yeah.
Maybe not that much, but it's it's definitely skewed a little bit.
It's skewed.
skewed.
I guess it does depend sometimes, but I cannot write
Right
straight
on like this. No,
No, that'd be weird.
it's usually
What were we talking about before?
glasses
opening
up.
doors of your vehicle.
Write his name.
Like when you're. What? Oh,
Opening doors.
glasses
Opening doors.
of your vehicle when you're like on lunch break or stopped or whatever. He always would come up and just open your door.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's deciphering it. Oh, yeah.
Hold on. I don't wear glasses, but what the fuck does that say?
Hold on. Welcome to Shitty Walk.
Yeah, you got me yesterday.
Hello.
I thought it was toucans on his day off.
It's like, will you just fucking love us or something? It's like, what?
That's why I was like, what are you doing, dude? You're on vacation.
Yeah, because somehow during my lunch it just hung up. So I was like, well,
Yeah.
I got 6 minutes left. I'll just call in afterwards.
Yeah.
Then I pick up the phone. It's like, hello, good evening.
And I totally thought that was toucans because that's exactly what he does every single time.
Every time he calls in, I'm like, oh, hello.
Yeah.
Hello, princess. Daddy wants to say hello.
Yeah. Redbeard.
Oh, fuck me.
I'm here. That's all
You
good.
went and saw the Aliens.
Oh,
The
yes.
new Aliens movie.
Yes.
In the D-Box.
In the
D-box.
D-box. So,
Now, okay, so we talk a lot about movies on this
Yes.
podcast. So, was it a good movie?
so
God damn it, you made him lose focus again.
So, yes, the movie overall is a great movie.
Great movie.
Great movie.
It takes place in between the original Alien and then Aliens. So
Okay.
as time frame goes, you have Prometheus, Covenant, Alien, and then you have this new one, Alien Romulus, and then you have Aliens.
I don't know that I saw. What was it? Covenant.
Covenant, yes.
I did see Prometheus. They don't seem connected.
No, they're all connected.
I know. I get it, but
It's really cool. They draw from the original Alien and the prequels like Prometheus and Covenant in
Yeah.
this one. The concept is great without giving too much away. In terms of speaking in the D-Box seats, like a phenomenal movie to see. There were just so many scenes, like spaceship wise, that utilize the seats that they're like taking off in a spaceship at some point, and it's like you're in the spaceship too. And I'm just like,
That's last time I saw.
mean, like I had it all the way up, so it was going. And I mean, like you're like vibing with the movie. They're in there freaking out, and the seats going up, and you're just like, oh shit. And then there's a part where it breaks away, and there's a silent scene because the ship's coming through clouds, and then it just stops. And then you're like, oh shit, like it's a great pan away shot. And then right back into the spaceship, like right back into it. So it was super cool. And then I'll only say like one more thing with the D-Box. There's a scene where they get to a space station, and I'm not giving enough away. Like you're fine.
whatever. We know they're gonna get to a space station.
It's an alien. There's space, but they get to a space station and they're in like zero gravity at some point because they're trying to turn the gravity generators on. Which, like, cool, whatever. But they're crawling in, and like there's this scene. Everything's like floating around, and then the chair's just like slowly, like you're just slowly, and it just feels
So they
like
do tilt and
Yeah.
like move around.
Yeah.
They don't just like vibrate.
No,
Oh, yeah, no.
they're on airbags, and I'm not gonna lie, they utilize it. It goes with the movie, so it was like a surreal feeling. Like I looked at my friend, and I'm like, oh. I'm like, oh, we're in zero gravity, and that's what it felt like. I was like, wow.
So the only movie I've seen in DBox was Star Wars Episode 1.
Oh, okay.
So pod racing,
Yes.
Anakin fighting
That
the
would be
Trade
great,
Federation.
yes.
It was all like, oh my god!
Yeah.
Especially when you had the pod racing scene when you just went, you
Yeah.
just felt the and then it turned with it, and then it turned this way. Like,
Yes.
oh my god! I'm actually racing a pod. It's amazing.
Also, the seats themselves are more comfortable than the normal seats.
Are they
and
really?
Oh, yeah.
They have great lumbar support. They also have a heating feature in the
Yes,
lumbar
they-
support.
yes, they do.
And let me tell you, it ain't no fucking joke. Like, you'll have to turn it off. It'll burn your back. Like I was so comfortable. It was so great. I didn't have to get up to pee. My back didn't hurt. I'm like, this is fucking amazing. So I vibed for the whole movie. Like, great experience. And then overall, like I like the whole movie's great. There is like one CGI issue I have, but it was for like nostalgic purposes for a tie-in. So I was like, I'll give them that one. Because they just wanted to throw it in for...
Yeah. It's hard to do facial CGI with
Yes.
the whole uncanny valley situation. Yeah.
Yes.
CGI. I'm watching Jericho right now because of Florida Man, and so far it's pretty good series. But they're driving down a road, right? And they're in his original car.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're driving down a road trying to get to a
After they
hospital.
got it back.
Yeah. Right after they got it back. And I'm like looking and I'm watching, and I don't know when this came out.
Early 2000s or like mid 2000s,
Really?
I think.
And behind them was obviously a green screen or something, or they superimposed them onto moving roads. They weren't actually even in a moving car. Like that. But it was,
You can always
but
tell.
it was bad.
You can always tell, yeah.
Yeah. And I'm sure back then when nobody had like fucking, like I have a 4K TV, you know, like nobody had like 4K TVs that upscale and do all this other shit and everything. You know, 2005? I'm trying to think of what I had.
2006 is when it came out.
So I still had like a flat screen. But it was still a
the
box
plasma.
TV.
Yeah. Oh,
No, I didn't have a plasma at that point. Plasmas were
like
super
4,000.
duper expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had one.
Yeah, I couldn't justify spending that kind of money, and now I'm glad I didn't, because could you imagine?
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, especially then. I mean, inflation wasn't the same, and you know, $4,000 on a fucking TV.
Now you can get a 4K TV, 8K TV for like 2,000.
They're going to 12K now.
The what?
Just keep going up, man.
We don't need any.
No, it's
4K is good.
No, they're just going to keep going.
4K is really good, and if
Not a lot of stuff is filmed in 4K too.
That's true, but if you're like us, we watch a lot of TVs, we watch a lot of movies, so like to me it's kind of important to have a nice TV, right? So the difference between like 1080 and 4K, right? I can see that difference. There's plenty of people who have no fucking clue, right? So honestly, like 4K is phenomenal. 8K, like, is that really going to be
Are you in it?
I mean, it is a good question. Are you willing to spend that kind of money when what is filmed in 8K?
That's a good.
Nothing.
Yeah. Barely anything's filmed in 4K.
Well, I think most modern movies,
Yeah.
I think they are now, but I mean, your phone can shoot 4K,
Yeah.
you know, so.
And play 4K.
Yep.
So
And well, yeah. So I don't I don't know. I just don't think that maybe it'll be worth it, and maybe it'll be super fucking crazy awesome, but how far can you keep going? And are they actually doing that, or are they just saying they're doing that to get you to buy something new?
Well, I mean, isn't
A little bit of
that
both.
what they all do? It's always about what's,
The newest,
the
the
newest,
greatest.
the greatest, the
Right.
more advanced.
I just don't understand how much more you could get out of that. I mean, you could watch a 4K TV show or movie that is actually filmed in 4K, and you can see the imperfections on their face.
Yeah.
What else can you possibly do? And then when you get to that point, what is CGI going to look like?
Well, I feel like we're just getting to the point where, like, we're not going to be watching movies. We're just going to be submersed into the movie. Like, here we created this new world. Here's our new internal headset.
So I don't know if you were on the what go ahead.
Put a headset
I
on.
looked up Best Buy on the price of 8K TVs. Oh, 65-inch Series Neo QLED 8K Smart TV, 4,500.
Who makes it?
Samsung.
Okay, well, so it's at least worth
yeah.
buying. But
Yeah. No, that would
And
be a
80
phenomenal TV, though.
An 85-inch is 7K, 7,000.
That's a big ass TV. though.
My TV upstairs is a 75.
Yeah.
and
That's a big TV,
Yeah.
especially for how close I'm sitting. That is
Yeah.
a big TV. I mean, even this one, yes, it's tilted. Shut the fuck up.
What? That's 55.
That's 55.
that's got to be a 55.
Yeah,
That's 55. But I mean, it looks bigger because how close we're sitting to
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, if we
Even the one down there, that's a 50 or 55. So it still looks big.
I have a 65, and I think that's huge.
I have
Yeah.
a 65 in my living room, and I
think it all depends on
think
how
it's a
much.
great TV.
How much,
Yeah.
it all depends on your room. Like mine, the biggest I could have gotten was a 75, and it takes up the entire fucking wall.
yeah.
Have you ever seen the wall TVs where it's like tiles?
Like a Back to the Future thing? I don't know. Well, you don't know what Back
tiles?
to the Future is.
No, I know what that is.
Actually, I think it's Back to the Future too.
Yeah, when they go into the future.
Yeah.
9 years ago.
Yes. yeah. My daughter has never seen 3.
That one's not that good.
Get the fuck out of here! It's not that good.
The
How
third
could
one?
you say
It's
that?
the weakest of the trilogy.
Yes.
But it's still really good.
It's still good. It's kind of like
It's a western, though. I mean,
it is.
it's
so-
like Planet of the Apes. Well, except the third one is
no.
Oh no. Why so small?
It's like that,
the memes.
but it's like 12 feet,
Yeah, so you just connect the
Connect the panels.
Yeah.
panels.
to the size you want it.
What if you only want a certain size and you just have extra panels?
No, I think you buy
The amount of panels you need.
the panels.
Only for this one's a 16 foot by 10 foot.
Oh my god.
Small price of 33,000.
33,000.
Yeah,
Okay,
and
that's
it's all LED and
That's so the couch that you were sitting on earlier today. That would be like the
Yeah.
entire fucking
yeah.
taking up an entire wall.
16 by 10. That is floor to ceiling. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
and then
ceilings are like
No, I mean this is only like a 7 foot.
This is
seven,
right.
maybe 8 foot
Yeah.
ceiling.
Well, you said you got a drop ceiling in.
Yeah,
That's why.
But like the upstairs and the main,
That's-
that's yeah,
10 foot.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's literally the entire fucking thing, 16 feet across. What the shit? Imagine trying to watch something, you got to turn your head up. And
Well, see, that's why, that's why, like you and I have the 65-inch, and that's plenty big because I have to move my eyes sometimes. I don't have to move my head.
right?
I ain't trying to fucking move my head to watch TV.
No, I understand that. Yeah,
it's like being in the first row at a movie theater.
That's exactly how my experience was on the DBox, though.
So
'cause
those are pretty close.
yeah, you're close.
you're
That's
like
why
the- you're like the
it
second
feels
and-
the way it feels is because you are like in the screen.
yeah. You're in
really.
like the third or fourth row.
I'm gonna have to try those, but they're so expensive.
They're $30.
Honestly, when I so
For me, it was worth it.
when
so-
I
It
went
has to
and
be the right movie.
When I
It
saw
does
with
have
Star
to be
Wars,
the right movie.
Yeah.
Star Wars, I got the free ticket with Movie Club, and I
Well-
still paid an extra $3-4 for it.
Oh, that's not bad though.
Yeah, so I'm basically paying $3 or $4 for a movie to go see that. I'm like, yes,
Yes, please.
yeah,
Yeah, that I would do, but again, you're paying what, $10 a month?
yeah.
It's worth it.
I know, but I can't justify that. I don't go see
No.
movies enough.
You don't have to. Because you'll get to a point where you'll have all of these saved credits, and then you just go all at once. Take people with you.
Yeah, like you did, like we did for Civil War. Yeah.
I've done that with it. I've done it. Yeah,
That's not the point. That's not the point.
It is not the point. That was not a great movie. I like think back of it now, and then I've seen a couple like more movies that were really great. Now I'm like, that movie was not good.
That's not it.
Oh, but the one main young girl that was in that, the like photographer chick, she's the main character in the new Alien.
Oh, okay.
Did she do a better acting job?
She did a great job.
Okay.
You want to pass me the son?
It was.
Can I pet that dog? Can I pet that dog?
Yeah.
Pet that dog. He wants the paper towel.
Oh, paper towels. Her role was minimal, really. But like, I don't know. She doesn't have much of a dialogue in it, and if you understand the story, like, there's a reason for it, and it's kind of cool. But I think she does a great job. What?
Is she new?
No. This is like
You said it's in between.
It is, but it doesn't.
Oh my god!
They don't.
Shit!
Oh shit!
Oh, and he's got to pee.
He wore that just for you, Florida man.
Yeah, he showed up in his kilt. He had his. He got the
his
braid. I'm gonna have to look at it closer. Yeah. He had to pee. But anyways, so it's the same timeline, just different area or whatever.
Well, there's just a tie-in from the first one. There's tie-ins from the prequels. But, you know, as far as like future from here goes, like not very much. Like Aliens doesn't really tie into it at all. But
that would have been awesome if it was Newt.
It would have been, but she died.
That doesn't matter. It's Aliens.
Yeah, but she died in the third movie.
We have like living heads and shit.
Yeah.
I'm right.
Yeah, this is true. But I don't know. She dies in the third one, so like for me, it's kind of like, which that one's kind of underrated, but it actually is a like all right movie, really.
Morning, Starshine.
Welcome.
I'm like,
Welcome, sleepyhead.
I fell asleep on the couch. I'm like, look at the clock. I'm like, oh fuck. Now it's raining like crazy out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking rain. So we were talking just yesterday or the other day, and you didn't like this, but Ready Player One.
Oh yeah,
right. They go to like this virtual reality to. Mm-hmm. But what if that was life?
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah,
I think that would be cool.
Yeah.
Well, I just go home every day after my real life, and I go into my second life on there,
With
and then
omnidirectional trackpad.
Yeah.
I think it would be awesome.
Yeah.
And I just have superpowers and just beat the shit out of people all day.
Does your body rest though?
Well, that's when you get into
like in Ready Player One, an omnidirectional suit. No, you're actually up and moving, and
Well,
but you go to sleep.
Yeah, if you go to
afterwards.
Now, if you could get one that you put on and you just like it's like
what that
sucks you the fuck in like mentally, but you're actually like
Three
sleeping.
Body Problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, 3 Body Problem. That's
a little intense.
That was a little different technology.
Yeah, that was alien tech.
Yeah, but yeah, I suppose like you. That would be tough though because you're on that that directional pad, and I mean you can't lay down. Like it doesn't let you. I don't know.
And I think it's you're in a harness too.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying because you're still kind of free floating, but you're able to walk. I saw one of those in like not real life, but like on a video. They updated one and they made one just like the Ready Player One. It looked so awesome, but so tiring.
Yeah, because I think I've seen it where they're playing like a Call of Duty or something, and if you want to run, if you want to move, you have to move. Yeah, and you could up and down at certain heights and all that stuff, and it looked awesome. You actually have like a prop gun that will register with whatever you're using.
Yeah.
Now, if you were to switch to like a sidearm or something like that, like switch to like a pistol, would you have to bring out a second pistol, or is there like a button you press that says like I'm using a different gun now?
Well,
I think if it's that realistic, it's probably something where you drop your rifle and it's on a sling, and
that would make a lot more
actually
sense
have-
because then the sensor in that sidearm would you would recognize that. The
Well,
only
I
problem-
just don't know if the technology is far enough to where it can actually register.
I don't know.
You're switching your gun out for something else.
I mean, it would definitely be able to register a long gun laying side, up and down. So why wouldn't it be able to recognize that you pulled a sidearm out? But the problem with that kind of stuff is like there are too many different kinds of weapons.
Right.
You have a hatchet. You have, well, at least you have in the past. I don't know if you still do.
In the Call of Duties, yeah. You have a throwing knife,
And
a
bow
throwing
and
hatchet,
arrows
yeah.
and grenades.
That's what I'm
and-
saying. Is it just like one gun that you use to simulate everything, and there's a button you just flip through your guns with?
Yeah, maybe. But the only thing that would be unfortunate with that is if you went from like a long gun to a sidearm,
And you're still holding it. Like
you're still holding it
Yeah.
all stupid.
Yeah, fuck it. We'll just get green screen props for everything you need in the game. It's all strapped to you. But when you have the headset on and you look
You
down,
see 'em.
it looks like what it's supposed to be. And then you actually have physical things that you're actually touching as well.
Yeah.
That would be fun. Grenades are really heavy. Mm-hmm. If you guys didn't know that.
Yeah, but these ones will not be heavy. They'll be like styrofoam.
It'll feel. It'll
It'll
just
just-
feel
yes.
like it, but it just won't be the way. So you just mimic throwing it.
Yeah.
But once
you
you
hit
have
your
that
mom in the
headset
head
on,
while you're playing.
your mind might trick yourself into thinking that weighs a lot.
Yeah,
you
so
know?
I mean, they already have VR that definitely tricks your fucking mind.
I was thinking, like, imagine you get shot in the head, and then you still get that blunt feeling of your head getting kicked back. But so your body thinks you died.
You
but
would at least
like,
go
Oh, so you just actually died.
yeah.
I bet that's going to cause a lot of
Death.
yeah, and
don't
not
flinch at
because rain stopping soon.
Oh, wow.
And not because you're actually like feeling like you're getting shot, but that shock to your body, like, is that going to cause heart attacks and shit?
Well, you've seen the people running in them and like
Well,
hitting the walls and shit because they freak
That's
out.
the thing in Ready Player One, when he gets the suit upgrade, you can feel everything. So when the one character like moves her hand, you can actually feel that on his body, and you can actually see, like, when it's in real life, it's kind of like a heat sensor goes up on his chest or whatever.
Right. So even worse, like, this is not, having your chest rubbed or touched by, someone.
It's the impact of a bullet that
This
you're
is a
gonna
fucking
feel.
bullet. Yeah. Like, no, thanks.
I'll just feel like a bee sting. Oh.
No, because even bee stings suck.
Ugh. We can get enough of that. We're fucking mail carriers, man.
Didn't you get stung by a bunch of bees while delivering?
Yeah,
Was
a
it
couple
you?
years ago,
Yeah.
like 6 wasps.
Yeah, I remember
in
that.
a
Yeah.
row.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Watching my heart rate just race. Like, this isn't good. I should probably go. Nah, fuck it. I'll just keep delivering.
Yeah, you did. You did keep delivering. So let's. You're gonna have to do something with your headphones, and I want to see. Yeah, so that's kind of what I was. That's kind of exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
How long does it go back in the back? Oh yeah, not.
Yeah, a little baby braid.
Yeah. So he got his.
Now you just got to grow it out longer.
Yeah.
He got his
Viking braid.
Viking braid, and he's been working for quite a while to grow your hair out
Yeah.
like that.
A little over a year now.
You should look for extra roles in like Viking TV shows. Probably be a good.
Yeah.
Probably be able to get one.
Yeah, I'll get the extras, the old Viking that they're gonna, put out to sea.
Put out to sea.
The elder.
Wouldn't it be cool to get put on one of those shows and like die? And you're like, oh shit, that was me. You see that shit? I get fucking just axed right in the fucking side of my neck.
By the main character. It's like,
Yeah.
yay!
Yeah, but eventually it would
I was on
probably.
screen for 3 minutes.
Eventually, I think it would get to be like a thing like, always a bridesmaid, never a bride, right? And so you're
Sean
always
Bean.
like, I'm
The
always the
Sean
guy
Bean of
dying.
acting.
Yeah, I'm always the guy dying in the first 2 fucking minutes.
Fucking Sean Bean.
Someone's got to do it.
That's what I'm saying.
Someone's got to do it.
I know, but it would get to that point.
Yeah, but he does such a good job that when he does die in those shows, you're like, oh, god damn it. So he
Sean
plays
Bean
his role.
is the Kenny of the real world.
Yeah.
He comes on screen.
God damn it, they killed Sean Bean! You bastards!
But you always get to that point where you're like, oh, maybe he'll live this time.
I think Game of Thrones is
We should have known that's what the
Yeah.
show was going to be like once Sean Bean played fucking Ned.
Yeah, I mean, right off the rip, right? Like,
The way they do that though is so like in that last episode when that all goes down, you're just kind of like, no,
I know.
like this is fucking bullshit.
and then that was it. That
Yeah.
was the season.
Well, and then it was like in a brutal fashion too when you think about it. And then the next like episode, they go right into it and they're like hoisting,
And they hold his head
and
up.
you're just like, oh my
Great, now we
god.
can fucking relive this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And let us begin the hatred of the fucking King Joffrey.
Yep. And then you're rooting for the Starks for fucking ever.
And then they rip your fucking heart out again. They just
Every single fucking
they
time.
just fuck you up, and
Yeah.
you're like, oh, what? And then you gotta wait in between seasons for a year and then 2 years.
Oh, they always left it with some big shit.
Oh yeah. Everyone, and then you're just like fuck, and then you just thought about it for a year, like what's gonna happen?
Then you got to a point though, watching that show, and I know you probably aren't there yet. What season are you in?
Game of Thrones?
Yeah,
I
did you
finished
finish it?
I finished it, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So you
I
get to
finished
a
it when I
point.
was off, yeah.
You get to a point where you're watching, you're like, "Fuck this! I'm not gonna like anyone. I'm not gonna like no one. Even the characters you're like, I know I'm supposed to like you. Fuck you.
Oberlin Martell. Or however you pronounce his name, yeah. I was
You
like,
know-
yeah, Pedro Pascal, yeah. He's a fucking whoremonger. Yeah, let's go. No!
And then so you get to a point where you're just watching out of. You're like, I don't even know why I'm watching this fucking show. I don't like
Yeah.
any of these people.
Well, and then you get to a point too where they even make you feel bad for fucking Cersei and shit.
Oh, yeah.
And you're just like,
You're a fucking bitch.
bitch, but fuck, that really sucks. God
when she's
damn.
walking off the street.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. That was crazy.
I love that show. Anyways, okay, so we have a couple things we have to take care of today. Mm-hmm. And so the first one is the ABCs.
ABCs.
We all know how to say our ABCs, right?
Ready? 1, 2,
No,
3.
I'm not fucking singing my ABCs. We all know how we sing the fucking ABCs, right?
Yeah.
No, not anymore.
MNNOP.
Play it.
I'm gonna play it. Here we go.
Okay, I have to tell you all something right now. I don't know if you know, but they're changing the alphabet song. They are changing it. Are you ready?
Oh shit.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Now I never will forget how to say the alphabet. What?
What the
I feel like I understand why. though.
No, you need that LMNOP.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's why.
N-O-P.
Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me?
Exactly.
God damn it.
And it's LMNOP.
I know,
How
but
did
that's
we-
the reason.
We thought that was one letter.
yeah.
No, fuck that. That's
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying we know the reason. We know.
Anytime I hear something like this, is like, look how they changed this. I just feel like Mr. Incredible and The Incredibles 2. Why would they change math? Math is math. Why would they change it?
Well, they did change math.
I know.
Pretty hardcore.
Common Core,
Common
actually.
Core.
Thanks, Obama.
And I don't. Was that was? I
I'm
don't
not
think
sure.
That was him. I don't know when that happened,
Not
but
sure whose Department of Education's idea that was.
but it was so fucked up. And now you got to. I mean, the ABCs you could probably learn them again to teach your kid, but let's be honest, nobody's teaching their kid how to say the ABCs that way.
No.
No.
No,
teachers-
Do it the hard way.
Yeah,
No,
teachers
here's the
do.
easy way. You sit him down in front of Sesame Street and you walk away for 3 hours.
One. I love the count. But, I don't know. I get it.
I was like,
Fine. But no.
Yeah. Well, I had to deal with that when I was in middle school because I was in a math class and they changed I learned how to do math a certain way, like multiplication and all that.
Like memorization, basically.
Well, it was like multiplying double digit numbers.
Oh, okay,
When
yeah.
you brought the zero
you-
down and then you
Yeah,
kept
you
going.
bring over the-
Well, then there were people in my class who did lattice work.
Lattice work? What's that?
It's actually I think Japan does it that way.
like, because it's almost abacus-like.
then you
Yeah.
like this. And then
yeah.
you just add all the numbers in here. I'm like, how the fuck does that make sense and compare it to this? Where you do these numbers.
That
and
looks
you have
like a
the
dead
X.
smiley face.
It does, but you get the point, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I've actually seen how they do the lattice work, and it's weird,
I don't
but
get
I
it.
mean,
It works though.
Yeah, it
it's
works.
weird.
The maths, but
Right.
it doesn't. I can't do it that way.
And then Common Core just kind of threw everything out the window. Some of it I understand.
yeah, a lot of it is like with a little bit. I had to help my daughter with Common Core. Is like you have 127 times 4. Well, you round it up to 130 times 4
Right.
that way, and then you just subtract.
And then you subtract the other one.
Yeah.
It makes sense. I understand. And in simple math,
Yeah.
when it makes sense. But like multiplying like that, like to me, that doesn't, I
Right.
because then I still have to figure out what this number is that I'm subtracting, and
Yeah.
it's too much.
What the fuck?
What?
I'll say the Common Core.
Oh yeah, they do shit real weird.
See that?
That doesn't make any damn sense. It's like you're trying to subtract 32 from 12. It answers 20. But to do it the new way, it's 12 plus 3 is 15. 15 plus 5 is 20. 20 plus 10 is 30. 30 plus 2 is 32. You add all the whatever you added to it.
What?
That makes it 20.
Why do it that way? That's more steps.
It's way more steps.
It's more steps, but it's supposed to simplify it. But
that doesn't simplify anything.
but the problem is, you're sending parents home, or you're sending your kids home and having your parents help them with the homework, and you're going.
And that's what I was getting at. Like we got to a point.
I do not want to go back to elementary school to figure out how to teach my kid how to do math when I can just tell her,
do
do it this way.
My kids' teachers used to get pissed because I would be like, I don't know how to fucking do that. Like, and then I would just do it the right way. Well, okay, the way we were
old school
taught.
way.
I'm not going to say it's the right way or the wrong way.
It's the right way.
the old school. We'll go with old school.
It's just old school. It still works, and the way they do it now still works. But for
It
us,
takes longer to do.
for us, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, if I have to
That's
Google
why.
how to help my kid with
Yes.
homework,
And your daughter's
it's not.
what, 5th grade, 6th grade?
She's in 6th grade.
Yeah, so if you have to Google how to do 6th grade math as a parent,
Right.
that's
Right.
then math has gotten too complicated.
But the
The process has become
The
too
process-
complex. Yeah.
But I mean, I do understand a lot of it because I think we've all had the experience of going to a grocery store or someplace and you hand them cash and they can't fucking math what changes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I'm sitting here going, their computer's not working. Like, how much? I'm like, you owe me $1.50.
Yeah. Or it's like you have like $19.05 for your
Right.
bill, so you hand them a 20 and a nickel. You're like, and they're like, "What's the nickel for?" It's
Yeah.
like, so I can just
Give
get
me a dollar.
Give me a dollar
Yeah.
back because
People do not understand that
Yeah.
these days.
Yeah.
By the way,
Oh, I did that the other day.
I have
and
done
they were
that.
like, why are you doing that?
I have done that.
when I worked at the gas station, the first time it happened, I'm like, that's strange, but I put it in, $20
And then
and
it's like,
5 cents, and then it pops. I'm like, oh fuck, that's smart. Yeah. So then I handed
Right.
them the dollar back, and then every time that happened, I realized that's what
You
they're
do
doing.
that these days, they do not understand what the fuck you're doing. Why would you just hand me a fucking nickel? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, or if it's like 74 cents and you hand them 24 cents.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're like, well, I just want 2 quarters back. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
It's less change. It's less the number of
going on
the number
here?
of coins I'm getting is less. The
Right.
number of bills I'm getting is less. Yeah.
right. And they can't figure it out.
Yeah. I don't want 4 ones and change. I want a $5 bill back.
Exactly.
I can do
Exactly.
more with a 5 than I can do
And
with
that
4
what drives me nuts is when I do that. They give me 5 ones back. I'm like, really? What
Yeah,
the
I
fuck
know.
is the point of that?
Yeah. Thanks.
Only time I did that is when I was running, because we have to have like a
Yeah,
certain
yeah.
number of bills in our register at one time. So I was running low on 5. So when I had a bunch of ones, I'm like, hey, is it okay if I just give you 5 ones?
Right, and if they say, hey, it's okay if you give it back a bunch of ones, that's one thing. But the other is like, oh, okay, it's $5 one, two. It's like, you got a whole drawer full of 5. Just give me 1 5.
The only thing I could say is, at least when I was working in fast food, when I worked in fast food, we didn't have debit card systems and things like that. So they were always paying in cash. It didn't fucking matter. They were paying in cash. So you would always have the change ready. So all I'm thinking is maybe they had if it's fast food type deal, they had the change ready. and instead of $4 and some change, you would just drop your change and pick up another $1.
Yeah.
Because you already had it in your hand. Oh, you weren't writing anything else. You were just erasing. And so that's the only time where I see that as feasible. Now, when you go to the gas station or wherever you're going anymore.
It's always gas stations.
Well, because everybody goes to those frequently.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, and the thing is, a lot of people are using, especially nowadays, large bills to pay for their gas.
Sure.
So they usually have an abundance of small bills left.
But their drawer isn't open for them to make the change. And actually, they have change machines most of the time now, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like Speedway, they anytime they get too many 20s or 50s, they start loading it into the safe.
Oh, yeah. But they have the actual, change machines, I'm saying. They don't even have to deal with change anymore.
The gas station I worked at, we had a change machine. Yeah. So all we had to handle was the bills.
Right.
So all we had to
people
return to
don't know
them.
how to math.
No, they don't.
Well, it was more just, yes, but it was also just quicker because then all we had to worry about was just giving them the bills, and then the change would spit out.
I guess, but then you would have to, if I had that 5 cents, they would have to make sure that they put in that 5 cents.
Yeah.
But they're just looking at, a 5. Mm-hmm. No, I can't.
Yeah. So then they hand me back the nickel, and then I get 95 cents of change.
And then, and now you're like, can I get $1?
That's like
oh, no, my drawer's closed. I can't open it.
Yeah.
coin
Fucking
machine.
assholes.
Which is
It's
bullshit.
true.
No, which is bullshit because there actually is a button where we can open up the drawer to, especially
Right.
for putting money back in the save.
Yeah.
Like we have too
Yeah.
many 20s or too many 50s. We can open up the drawer.
And I'm sure all that is tracked, and they don't want you doing that too much or often or ever at all, but...
Unless you're being held up.
Which there was a silent alarm. Just
Oh, is there?
yeah. At least at mine there was. So
Nice.
I assume there's one in every one.
I enjoyed. I always laughed at the gas station. That was a link to my first Giant Eagle here in Ohio. Not only was it driven through twice. There's no drive-through. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I boring you over there, Quarterman?
Yeah.
But after they were
As
robbed,
soon as we started the thing, he's on fucking.
He
He's on
didn't do anything,
Instagram.
and he's like, and I'm like, what
Yeah.
you doing? He's like, I'm Instagramming. Like, what? Like, we're doing a podcast.
yeah. But they
me
were
my cue.
they were robbed so many times. They ended up putting
Clearly not.
4-inch
Here's
thick
the phone
bulletproof glass that supposedly can stop a shotgun at point blank range.
70 hours straight.
I mean, that's unfortunate, though.
Yeah.
I mean, but I guess it is what it is. Not just open the drawer, take.
It was always fun working midnights because I'd get all the crazy shit that happened. Like I'd hear all the stories. Like there was one day I parked, walked in. Sometimes I'd cut through Subway, especially if I'm having Subway for dinner that night. And then I'd walk in and there's the whole sections like roped off between the Subway and the gas station. I'm just like, the fuck happened? Oh yeah, about 3 hours ago, some old lady ran through our store. I'm like, what the fuck?
Nice.
My first Giant Eagle, some old lady thought she put her car in reverse, put it in drive, and it was pushing up against the concrete
she pushed
barrier.
harder.
She kept giving it more and more gas, and it finally popped through it into the front of the building. I'm like,
Why am I not going back?
yeah, basically that's what she's like. I thought it was in reverse. I'm like,
Clearly,
so you gunned it?
Didn't hear your tires chirping?
you didn't feel the trying to lift over the fucking curb.
Right? Okay, so the ABCs are ruined.
Yeah.
So speaking of people doing dumb shit, I sent you guys this video. That way you could have
Did you
have already
see it?
seen
You
it.
may have been napping.
No, I was actually listening to it while driving back from getting my hair braided.
So the guy, we
I
all
wasn't
remember.
staring at the video. I was listening.
You don't
have
need to
watch
look at
the video.
it, except for this dude's reaction in the bottom right or bottom left hand corner, because this is of a court, another court case, and it's the same judge that dealt with that idiot who was driving under suspension, literally driving.
He needs to get his own channel.
The judge, like the courtroom.
Yeah.
I mean,
Kind of do.
Yeah, they do. They kind of do because
Just post.
I think people post clips of his because it's probably one of those he live streams. Yeah.
Yeah, well, because it's all on Zoom, so it's all it's all recorded and everything because it's a court proceeding. So, what I didn't know, what we didn't find out in the last one, was that the people who are on deck to be heard by their cases heard, they are part of this same Zoom.
It's the same as like if you go to the courthouse and you have multiple people in front of the docket, you sit there and wait
You
for...
sit in the audience or the pews in the back.
Yeah. So when we're done with this, you should watch the video again and watch that guy who's up next. Watch his reactions to all this because it's hilarious. So it's that same judge. He seems like a good guy. Like, he's always seems to be in a decent mood. He's not an asshole. Like... And now he's dealing with, another defendant in his case. And, yeah.
Parney is so happy to see you.
I am very happy to see you. Good afternoon, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Parney on behalf of Mr. Jarrell. Please state your name.
Gerald. Okay. And
now I want to say he is in the courtroom. Okay.
Yeah, this guy, yeah.
He is standing next to his attorney. When I first heard it, I didn't see the video. And so he says here in just a little bit what he says. And I'm like, wait a second, how are you on a Zoom call?
Yeah.
we got in his case.
Your Honor, we have not had contact prior to today. I think the number we have for you
I don't have a phone. So whoever gave you a number was invalid.
Okay.
So he said, I don't have a phone. So whoever gave you the number was invalid. I have a hard time understanding it. So I don't know.
So I'll need to figure out a way to get in touch with him so we can go over the case together.
So are there two separate? Got it.
If I give you my number,
What is?
you have a P.O. box?
I don't have a phone. I have on the center. Use a PO box, I think.
Okay. Do you have an email address?
No. I'm on his radar.
So
you can't understand a fucking word.
So she says, do you have something about a P.O. box? And he's like, no. And then she said, do you have an email? And he's like, no, I live under the radar. Okay. Oh, hey, you're not on.
There I am.
Yeah.
Hello, welcome.
So he's saying basically he lives off the grid. And that caught me by how are you living off the grid? Because I was just listening to it. So how are you living off the grid? But you're on a Zoom thing.
Yeah.
Well, he's not. He's actually in the courtroom. And part of the reason you can't understand him is because he's not on the mic. The attorney is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like that. Like when Toucans was here sharing a mic, you couldn't hear either him or Florida Man.
Until Florida Man got a hamstring cramp.
Yeah.
Hurt him better.
All right. So you guys are going to be trying to figure out a way to get to make contact with each other, right? So.
Yeah.
Okay. So the reason I say that is let me just do this. Let me give you a little bit of time so that I'm going to turn this out to September 4th, 2024, 9 a.m.
What's the holdup?
Okay, so the judge is
trespassing.
trying to work with him so that he has time to...
Yeah, he clearly didn't understand that.
His attorney has never talked to him before.
Yeah,
This
that's
is the first
issue.
time she's finally
Well,
seen him.
That's probably pretty common in like a pro bono or like a public
Well, they're
defender.
public defender.
Yeah, that's probably pretty common. It's like they literally get the docket like that morning.
Right,
All right, do a quick run through.
But there has been zero contact because he doesn't have a phone number. She hasn't even been able to call him.
Yeah,
or
he's off
email.
the grid.
Or email.
So
Yeah.
the judge is just like, okay, I'm going to give you some time. That way you can confer with an attorney and we can, go about this the right way. And he said, what's the holdup?
Pardon? I don't understand what the holdup is. It's trespassing.
What do you mean what the holdup is?
This is it's an arraignment, right? Or a preliminary exam?
No. You're not charged with a felony, so it's not a preliminary examination.
Right.
You were arraigned in this on July 24th. They set this date. Your attorney hasn't been able to talk to you about the cases at all.
Okay.
So I'm trying to give. I mean, I can set it for 2 weeks out.
Yeah,
but the problem.
I'm tired of the state. I'm ready to leave the state as soon as possible.
Did he say the elitist state?
No, he said I'm tired.
This state.
I'm tired of this state. I'm trying to leave this state as soon as possible. That's why he's like, why is this taking so long?
It's trespassing. I could technically leave, and you guys could issue a warrant as long as I don't return. You can just kiss my ass.
Right? So that's the first thing. The judge is like, the fuck? Right? Because he says, I can technically leave. You can issue a warrant. And as long as I don't come back, you can kiss my ass. Which he's not wrong.
Right.
You know, warrants have pickup radiuses depending on, you know, the crime.
This is in Michigan. If he goes to like Ohio, Indiana, or Wisconsin, they probably
And they can be like counties too.
They can be
where
cities.
Like you're 2 cities over, and they're like, nah.
Yeah, we don't want them.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to pay the money to have to send an officer
Transport
to
'em.
go get him,
Yeah.
bring him back, and then take him to court and bring him back, and you know,
Yeah.
it's just not serious. You know what I
If
mean?
it's like cities away or towns, you have to send a sheriff.
Yeah, you gotta go pick 'em up.
and then they just trade them off
yeah.
down the line.
So that's why he was like, "You can kiss my ass." So that's first thing. Judge is on guard now, and the next defendant. This is when his face starts to change. Like right now, he's like, "Huh?" You know, like, did he really say that? And then we just keep going here.
You know what? No. I'm gonna tell you what. You don't come in here. You don't.
Fuck you.
Okay, that's contempt. That's 93. Keep going.
Fuck you.
That's another
Fuck you
93.
again.
That's another 93. That's another 93.
So he keeps going, and all he's saying is "fuck you," right? Over and over and over again. So the judge just keeps adding days. Those are days for contempt of court.
But I heard that the first time. I don't know if you guys have watched the Breakfast Club.
Yes.
Where he's like, well, fuck you. And he's
Yes.
like, oh, that's another one.
That's exactly what it is. And are you free next Saturday?
Yeah.
Because that's where you're going to be. And then he goes, what about the next Saturday? And he's like, well, I have to check my schedule. He's like, it's full. You'll be here.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he's adding up days. And the defendant, an officer of the court comes, and I don't know if she handcuffed him or whatever, but starts escorting him out, finally.
That's another 93. That's 693.
His attorney's trying to say, shut the fuck up. But he's not listening. And so this guy in the bottom left has his jaw is dropped. Like, he doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah.
And
He's like, I'm just here for like a traffic
Okay, Steve
violation.
versus
And then the
Steve.
other guy,
and now
went
this
off
is
camera.
And now this is the beginning of his case, right? So the judge just announced him.
Mr. Jenkins does not want to. He does not want to unmute.
He couldn't. He was like so much in shock. The judge talking to him, and he's talking, but his phone is on mute because he's not up. You know, he is now, so you have to take himself off mute.
Right.
And he couldn't figure it out. Like, he was so just like.
I had a lot to write down on that. I'm sorry.
Now that's him. He said, "I'm sorry."
How you doing, Your Honor? How you doing, sir? Oh, man.
It's so
I'm
hilarious.
doing great.
I'm doing fantastic.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate with and on behalf of Mr. Jenkins. Mr. Jenkins, can you please state your full name for the record?
Yes, Keith Bernard Jenkins Jr.
You're all right, Mr. Jenkins. None of that bothered me. That guy. I don't know what his front was. Don't worry about it. Jenkins really did not want to hit his. He's like, he wanted to black his screen and pretend like he wasn't here. All right.
So what's
And so that's the end of like that snippet of video. But
558 days in jail.
558 days when he probably would have had
Probation.
most likely
For trespassing?
or like a very small like couple days in jail. You know, it probably can go up to 30 or something stupid like that. You know,
And now he can't leave in the state for a little over a year now.
but 558 days worth of contempt. First off, that kind of goes to show
a year and a half in jail now.
You had to break out a calculator for that?
Just to get exact. I have to get the exact amount.
His autism kicked in.
Yeah.
No, then he should be able to do all that easily.
I'm not Rain Man. I don't have Rain Man autism.
That would be cool, though. Oh, yeah. 249. The box says 250. 249. Anyways.
I just want to pay for the rope that I'm buying.
So I scrolled on top of that because that is either back on or still on Netflix.
Yeah, I saw it pop up the other day. I'm like, fuck you, Otto.
and that's the part of the trailer. Like, that's the part that Netflix was showing. He comes up and he's like, you charged me for 6 feet of rope. I only want 5. Yeah, but it's...
We round up. We round up.
You pay by the yard.
Yeah. Well, I don't want 2 yards of rope. I want 5 feet of rope. So pay me for 5 feet. Well, the system doesn't.
The system doesn't let me do that, and then he does the math for him. He's like, it's $1, whatever, you know. And get your manager. Yeah. And then this fucking young ass girl. What a great movie.
No, it's not. Fuck you. It's not.
But did you see it?
Yeah. Did you see it all?
No. I watched half of it.
Crying too much? Is that it?
No, I just fucking forgot.
Yeah.
I tend to forget about a lot of things, so.
No. You just gotta start it over now, too.
Yep. No, that's exactly what I need to do because you can't start halfway through.
No, it actually,
especially in a movie like that.
It actually is a really good movie. It's not like it's a great movie. There's no action. It's not like anything crazy like that.
No action.
Yeah.
Well,
no action.
Okay. But
I mean, there's guns.
Yeah, true. It's not an action movie.
True.
You know, but it was pretty heartfelt. It's a pretty heartfelt movie, and it's a good movie compared to Civil War.
Yeah,
it is fantastic. Everyone hear 31 peeing in the microphone? Because I heard it.
Well, 31's away. I was going to bring the stuff for making that mead today, but then I overslept. So, but I will take the stuff with me today, and I'll get it going.
Well, I had actually figured
to do it here.
Yeah, so
and have it sit in the middle of the table.
Well, no.
I'm not sure the table can hold.
What I thought, honestly, was that, you know, you were a couple minutes late, and I'm like, oh, maybe he's gathering all the stuff, and he didn't realize how much time it was going to take or whatever. So that's what I was thinking. And then you just were like, well,
nope. I had gathered it, and it's still sitting on my kitchen counter.
Okay.
Because I woke up and just ran out the door.
So you're making...
We are going to make... Well, I say we as a...
You.
What's this we shit, white boy?
Is it just Baja Blast? Was that the video we saw? Or was it Pina Colada or something?
No, this one, I'm going to do the Baja Blast that we saw in that video.
Okay.
So it's just going to be the Mountain Dew and honey.
And now your Bananas Foster exploded.
Yes. Yeah.
R.I.P.
That was fun cleaning up off the floor. Of course, I looked at my wife. I'll wait till he's done.
No, it's background is what it is here. I'll turn it down. Keep singing, boys.
I was saying, I looked at my wife. I'm like, so now that I'm down to only one gallon, can you, if you're feeling a little froggy, do you want to buy a couple gallons of your wine and, drink it so I have some bottles?
I don't know the rest.
It's like background music. You should have just kept going. That's great.
That's why I turned their mics down.
I don't know if you heard, but it's like, this is the only part of the song I know. This is all I can sing.
Speaking of songs, did you guys hear what the Trump campaign used as one of their songs?
Turn it down more.
No, this isn't like political so much. So Trump was running late to one of his rallies.
Okay.
Yeah. And so while they decided to play Celine Dion's song,
My Heart Will Go On.
My Heart Will Go On. And now she's going after them for copyright infringement.
I did hear something about that.
Why would you pick the song about a ship going down as your intro to your rally?
Right? Play 50 Cent.
Many men wish death upon me. Blood
In the
in my
club.
eyes that I can't see.
In the club.
50 Cent in the club.
Yeah.
And what's really sad is Celine Dion gave rights to use one of her songs with Deadpool, but
Yeah, that's all right.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Oh, well, fuck it.
But you guys were singing Sarah McLachlan.
Sarah McLachlan, yeah.
From the ASPCA fucking commercials.
Yeah.
Every time those come on,
I changed the channel.
well, you used to change the channel, right? Now you're like, oh no, fuck, and you're just trying to find the mute button because that once that's in, it stays.
So
Start tearing up.
this past week, I was going through my music catalog for something, and then I ran across Celine Dion's "It's All Coming Back to Me Now," and it reminded me of one of my favorite conversations we have ever had about how Celine Dion is all coming back to me now is an allegory for anal sex.
For butt sex. Yeah.
There were moments of gold and there were flashes of light. There were things I'd never do again, but then they'd always seem right.
Yeah.
Nights of endless pleasure. It was more than any loss allowed. But if I kiss you like this and you whisper it like that, it was lost long ago, but it's all coming back to me now.
Butt sex.
Butt sex. It's about butt sex. Mm-hmm. Those damn Frenchmen from up country.
God damn it. I love that one.
And I think Diplomat was still on the phone.
Yeah.
He's like, no, it's not. And I was like, then we had it. I looked up,
read the lyrics.
I read the lyrics. I'm like, now imagine this in the terms of butt sex. And I was ready. He's like, oh no.
I gotta get a clip of that. that monkey saying that. Oh no.
Bad Ape. I fucking love Bad Ape. He was probably my favorite character in the entire trilogy.
Yeah, for sure.
Why are they so small?
Why is it so small? Oh no.
What show is that?
Planet
From the
War of the Planet of the Apes.
Oh.
the second one,
the third
right?
one.
The third one.
Yeah. They meet on their way to go kill.
Oh,
go,
yeah,
go
the
attack a
goofy-
human.
the goofy
yeah,
chick.
the one
Yeah.
that's wearing,
Okay.
one that's wearing
the
sweater, the sweater
Yeah,
vest
no,
and the
I just-
hat.
Yeah, it just took me a second. Like, okay, yeah, now I remember.
He's the best one.
Oh,
yeah.
Out of all of them, even Caesar.
Even Caesar. And I was watching the "Why so small" clip, and then you can just see Nova like, "What the hell's going on over there? What? I don't get it. What?"
He's got the binoculars backwards.
And then Moore's just like. He's like, oh, and Nova's like, I still don't get it.
I do love Maurice, though.
Maurice, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He's the orangutan
Yeah.
or whatever,
Yeah,
right?
the big one.
Yeah, big face.
Yeah.
Big.
Looks like hands. It's like a baseball mitt.
The catcher's mitt more.
Catchers. Yeah.
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 You got to give him a little. He doesn't follow any sports like me.
Yeah.
I think he follows less than I do because I at least understood the reference.
I'm surprised he knows what a baseball mitt is.
Okay, he didn't have the opportunity as a kid.
Yeah. Well, I did. Up until I was 9. Up until I was 9, then it was all taken away. Childhood ruined.
Dead dad jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
31 lost it. As soon as he realized what I just said.
I love when he loses his shit. I love that laugh. You can always tell. Oh yeah, hey.
Hey.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I think the last time I laughed that hard on a podcast was when we were talking to Diplomat about my morning wood.
Oh no, what were we laughing about yesterday? We all lost it.
Did we?
I don't remember.
know.
Was it yesterday?
Was it yesterday or 2 days ago?
It might have been 2 days ago. I'm not sure. And it was
yeah.
something Florida man said. I have no doubt.
Yeah, it was slow. We were talking about mowing decks.
Yes.
And I said my mower has a 27-inch.
He said my mower deck has a 27-inch cutting width.
That's an odd size.
No, that's not what you
odd
said.
number.
You said all you said was that's odd.
And I responded with, yes, it is.
I didn't get it at first.
I did. I got it right away. And people listening to us right now might not get it, and that's okay. 7 is an odd number, right? Like that's. And so when Viking said that, I lost my shit. Luckily, I was in my truck, and I lost everything and I couldn't. Oh, we have so much good fun.
Oh, yeah. It was just well timed.
Yeah. That's odd. Yes, it is. Fuck you.
I was talking about the size.
Phrasing. So you like them? You like them odd sized?
No, I got
No, he likes them.
You like them that big?
He likes them wide.
wide.
Giggity.
You're not helping your case here. You're not breaking these gay man allegations.
Yeah. Florida man's going to turn into gay man. You know why? Because
she wasn't going to come.
So,
You did live in Orlando. Didn't you say you lived near Pulse?
Yeah, Pulse nightclub.
Pulse nightclub.
It was like 15 minutes away.
Did you ever go there?
I think you.
That's a yes.
Yeah, no, I think you told us you have.
He did.
Yeah,
My friend.
Yeah. Oh, your friend?
Is that like Redbeard's friend, or is this like an imaginary friend?
Like
or is this?
beers.
Was his name Carlos?
No, his name's Juan.
Juan.
Was his name really Juan?
No.
Okay.
Was he like a friend, an imaginary friend, a grinder
like a friend.
or
Friend.
A grinder friend.
Was Grinder even out then?
No. Probably.
How do you know?
Oh, shit.
All right, well, let's Google it. When were you in Orlando?
I love Googling all kinds of crazy shit on his Wi-Fi network.
That's all I fucking care. It was like, what? Why would you look up when was Grindr came out? Like, why not?
Why not? Well, I mean, we need to know.
Yeah, you need to know. Curiosity killed the cat.
That's right. Or are you getting like results for like an actual grinder, like a cotton gin, like
like a weed grinder, or
yeah, that's true too. I guess I wasn't talking about that.
When was the grinder created?
2008.
No, yeah.
When was the Pulse shooting?
2016.
To help gay men find other gay men nearby.
Oh, it's specifically for men.
Yeah,
not
Well, that's
just.
what the
it's gay
AI
Tinder
overview says.
I understand
What's
it's gay
an
tender.
AI overview?
Google when you search something. So, I wasn't thinking it was strictly for men. Like women can be gay too, and
Okay, so it was
they probably have an app for that, too.
invented in 2008.
but it's not Grindr.
No,
but
it's
it
not.
launched in 2009.
Okay, but that's fine. That's fine. Either way.
It's scissor.
What?
The lesbian counterpart to Grindr is Scissor.
Oh fuck! It is. Oh, no, it is not. Yes, it is. Oh my god! I thought it was just a joke.
It's not a joke.
Oh, I thought that there's two. There's Scissor, and then there's one called Her. But yes, Redbeard is right. It's called Scissor.
I wasn't fucking joking.
All right, so hold on.
You might take the one for the day. Good for
This
you.
is how you spell grinder without the E, without the ER.
Right.
That's how you spell scissor without the E.
Now, why would they put the I?
So you can still pronounce it scissor? I don't know.
Because they have periods.
Then it would be this. Scissor.
No, you dotted the I.
Yeah. Yes, I know.
Yeah. You ruined a really good joke. Florida man loves it.
That was good. If we had fans, we'd get some emails on that one.
Maybe, but maybe not.
I said if we have fans.
Yeah, we have like 6.
5 of them are in this room.
The other one's Papa 31. Oh, speaking of family, we got a message today.
Oh, we did. We did. We finally got a text message.
We got an actual message.
Oh,
Yeah,
sweet.
A proper message. All right. Let me figure out how to work this fucking Android.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's your phone.
I think you gotta hit the power button and then.
Oh, you got to swipe it all the way up.
Oh,
instead
I
of
don't
just-
know.
Yeah.
Maybe
All
put
right.
some
It's an
man
old
into
phone.
it. Sorry.
Our first official text message. Hey boys, Sped here. Love the pod.
Love the pod.
When does Sped get to make another appearance again?
And that's the message.
That's the message.
Come on.
And I don't have an answer for that.
Don't
I don't either.
The last time he was on, we got in trouble.
Yep.
Did we?
Yeah, that was the one.
Oh,
That
I
was
got-
the first time the NSA was listening to our
No,
podcast.
I was gonna say I got in trouble from my mom about that. One.
Yeah, it wasn't about him being hardcore MAGA. No,
it
that's
was
not
the
what we got in trouble
The fact
for.
that his name is Sped. And my mom did not like that.
Yeah, that was.
Why?
She thought it was demeaning and derogatory. And other words they used to describe similar situations.
I saw a comedian stand up, a small video. I'm sure you guys have seen it too. He talks about how we should start making like these cool T-shirts that make people think. And one of the T-shirts that he wanted to make was "Racism is retarded."
I think I've seen this. I think it's Benjamin, but I think I've seen this video.
So then people are like, so people come up to him and he's like, "What? You don't agree?" And they're like, "Yes, I do, but like."
You don't think racism retarded? I do, but you should choose another word. What's wrong with racism? Like, I thought you hated racism.
And some people don't, and I thought that was genius. That is hilarious.
That's fucking awesome.
You're offending all kinds of people while trying to not offend people.
Try and get the right message across, but yet you're offending people while doing it. That is the way I want to live.
Hell yeah.
I think it's fucking hilarious. I don't know where that came from, but I just remembered that I just saw it the other day.
I saw another another podcast clip with Brad Williams about how there's a dating app for little people.
Yes, there is.
Yeah. And the guy that is like, oh, we got to think of a name for it first before you actually say the right name. One guy came up with Thumble.
That's a lot.
Actually, it's not.
Right. God damn it.
Get it? Because they're small.
I like the one thing Toucan sent the other day in the group chat. Midget porn does not take up as much room on your phone.
I love that. No, it says midget porn doesn't save. What does it say? I thought it said doesn't save.
I thought it said it doesn't take less space.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't take up less space. Let's see.
Midget porn does not take up less space on your phone.
Right.
Yeah, I was leaving the office and that came through. I'm like, what the fuck? What? Like, what did I miss there?
Of course, he was on a tear because he was all I heard was Toucan sent a message to the group. Toucan sent a message to the group. Toucan sent. I'm like, shut up! God damn it!
I get confused. I do get confused in our big group message because you and Toucans have the same initials.
Yeah, I have that problem.
So now I have to really pay attention to who sent the message.
You put mine in. You put it in as my last name.
No, I have first. I do first and last names.
Yeah.
I don't just do last names. I don't just do first. That shit drives me nuts. And you people who can do that shit, go to fucking hell. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Well, I had the problem with you guys.
No, his is a different. His is a different number though, or letter.
No, because unlike when my watch dings, it just shows the first letter.
Oh.
Okay,
that makes sense.
Mine says name, and then if it's to the group, like name two, then
whatever the group,
and three others. Yeah.
So ours just show up like in the actual text thread.
I mean, literally, your guys' names are one letter different.
The symbol, yeah.
So in the actual text thread, because they don't have a picture, it just shows their initials.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Change the colors.
or share your fucking picture or
That's
something.
what my
I don't
watch
know.
does. It shows different colors between you guys, everybody. But
Yeah.
so I have to go. Okay, which one was that again?
So him and Toucans have the same initials,
Right.
So it's like, oh fuck, who the fuck sent this?
See, I didn't.
You don't get it because
No, I didn't get it because I forgot what his first name was. I have him in my phone as his last name.
Yeah, just his last name.
Just his last name.
No, that's fucking evil.
Because that's what I call him.
Yeah, that's the
Well,
same
we
thing I
can
do.
call him that, but
No.
you need
No.
to have it so
No.
you in your phone.
No, you
so
can't do
know.
that. You can't do that. It's got to be
Yours is your first name. Both use all three use is your last name. And then for Diplomat, it was just a short version of his first
of
name.
his first name.
Yeah, because I'm not spelling all that.
I got
shit
his
out.
government name.
He got a government name.
I always put in parentheses like a letter carrier so that when I share,
because
like,
in iPhone,
I put that on the company.
an iPhone, these first name, last name, company. And anyone that's from the post office, I get their number. It's just I put it as USPS.
USPS.
Yeah. So if I want to search up USPS and the company name or whatever, everyone that
that's basically what I do is I'll hit letter or like letter carrier, and then it'll bring up
And
all
it's
the
in the
letter.
group.
yeah.
Same thing with like managers. I actually have the managers in a separate one too.
I do too. And 204Bs say 204B bitches.
204 bitches.
So anyways, I had said something to you guys. We're going to go down to your neck of the woods, right?
Are we?
This little news story here takes place from... What? Go ahead.
No. I that's something. It's just fine. You can go.
Current neck of the woods or old neck of the woods?
Old neck of the woods, Orlando, Florida.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So this couple was at Disney.
Oh, okay.
They went to this restaurant. They on Disney, the Reglan Road Irish Pub. Don't know where it is. Don't know whatever.
Probably in Animal Kingdom.
Apparently they had.
Or Epcot.
Yeah, probably Epcot. Apparently they had done a lot of research because this guy's wife severely allergic to a number of foods.
Fair.
So they did a lot of research, and this place was like
top recommended.
We accommodate whatever, allergy wise and
multiple
whatever.
allergies and food style.
Yeah, and they said, that was like their thing. Like, we accommodate that stuff. So this couple went and they had dinner there. Obviously, she told them, what she can and can't have compared to, with what she was getting. And it was basically dairy and nuts, right? Probably pretty.
What the fuck are you going to eat?
Keep going.
I don't know. But regardless.
Well, a lot of food has that stuff in it.
That's fine.
Not a
Right,
lot
but
of
if
food.
you're claiming to be a
Yeah.
place that accommodates allergens,
Those are probably
those are
probably pretty big allergies that you should be able to avoid. Like, everybody knows how to, we're not going to give you fucking peanut butter, or a glass of milk, right? Which is great together, by the way. Peanut butter and milk. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anyways.
Going back to the story. So they have their meal, whatever, and it says here about 45 minutes later, she started having a severe allergic reaction, and she ended up going into anaphylaxis and died.
Oh wow,
That's upsetting.
that escalated fast.
Right. All from this restaurant who said, we can accommodate your allergies. This was October 5th of 2023. So I want you to get a timeline here. The surviving husband is put in to sue Disney.
Right.
Obviously, it's their restaurant. They guaranteed all this stuff and blah, 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 blah. So he's suing Disney for whatever. When you sue someone civilly, especially, they have a time period to respond to the allegation, right?
Yeah.
So Disney responded to the allegation with, well, this actually isn't a justified lawsuit. It's not a justifiable lawsuit, and here's why. In 2019, this gentleman who did the lawsuit signed up for a free trial of Disney Plus.
I heard the basis. I heard the
in the terms of service,
You cannot sue us.
you cannot sue Disney. And you click accept. You agree to arbitration, which we're in a union. We're familiar with an arbitration.
Yeah.
And that's the same type of deal is what they're saying. You agreed to do this in arbitration, not in
The courts.
the courts. Because you signed up for Disney Plus, and it doesn't say you can't sue Disney Plus.
Yeah.
It says you cannot sue Disney. That was Disney's response to his lawsuit. They killed his fucking wife. Now, how do you feel about that?
That's a super fucked up
Well,
situation.
there's been a lot of issues with those kind of user agreements where they put just random bullshit in there, and because they know that people don't have law degrees and they're going to sit there and read through a 20-page
Fine print
on their phone or their,
and it's all lawyer jargon.
It is.
Yeah.
And so people are like, yeah, whatever, and hit okay. And the problem is Disney's not the only one that does that. So many other companies
Human
do that.
centipede.
And I'm not saying that Disney isn't the only one that does this. I'm just saying in this case
That's
right
bullshit.
now,
Take some accountability.
Disney, I agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
I think that is fucking bullshit. And for you to come back, without even,
Did they acknowledge like condolences or anything, or they just say you can't sue us because you signed up for Disney Plus?
I don't know.
4 years
The story
ago.
doesn't necessarily say that.
Okay.
But it said Disney's lawyers have argued that guy will have to settle outside of court via arbitration because of the terms he agreed to when he created an account for Disney Plus.
I think he needs to appeal that to the
Supreme Court,
to the higher court.
So this
Florida
is
court or whatever, whoever he.
It's not over. That's not over. So what happens is you file with the court that you're going to sue so and so. So and so has the ability to talk to the court and say, well, this should be dismissed because of this.
Right.
It's going to be on the judge to say, you're fucking insane.
Mm-hmm.
Signing up for a streaming service has nothing to do with
going to
death.
wrongful death law.
Right. And so that, so it's going to be on the judge to make that ruling. And then obviously you can, go wherever you're going to go with appeals. But
that's pretty callous of Disney.
Yeah, they ruined
ballsy.
this man's life and took his partner away from him. You'd think that you just suck it the fuck up and do what was right, but
I would.
Well, they're a multi-billion-dollar company. It was a couple $1 million. So what?
Right,
This person gets some closure. This person feels like they won this battle, and you're still a multi-billion-dollar company.
Exactly. And I just the attitude that I can see this like with Disney, like, no, fuck him.
Because the problem is, the other thing that might happen is now you're going to have to sign a waiver.
To go to Disney. It'll be on the back of your tickets or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you purchase. It'll be something in the print. Your purchasing of the ticket waives you of Disney of all liabilities for harm or death in our parks.
Sidebar, if you have a food allergy, man, it's so important to have your fucking EpiPens with you. It's just fucking one of those things that and I'm not saying that's her fault, because that shit happens. Like,
maybe
my son has
it too. It could have been that bad.
You could, because the first thing it says,
you can be on the verge of death with an EpiPen, and it'll stop it.
Well, they say that as soon as you have two. You're supposed to use both of them.
Yeah.
Use them. Use the first one. Call the ambulance. Then wait.
Yeah, you
the
wait
second one,
whatever amount of time. I don't know. But
but you still need to seek medical attention, because that might not resolve your issue.
But it's enough to slow it down so you can get medical attention.
Yes.
That is the thing that you need.
Yes.
You need time.
Yeah.
Unlike when someone's laying in a creek bed face down.
Yeah.
Time didn't matter.
In cold water.
It was cold too.
My feet were cold, man.
The high was like 50 degrees that day.
He was complaining about his feet being cold as you're laying face down in it.
I know. Complaining about his feet being cold. How he has thistles in his fucking
the
leg.
little briar patches he ran through.
God, look how fucked up my legs are.
He's just on the ground.
Tell me about it, stud. Yeah.
It took a month for the final thorn to get out of my leg.
How long has it been for you?
About 8 months now?
Still got that thorn there.
Yeah. It's a real thorn in my leg, yeah.
Anyways, but so hey, you should sue the Park Service
For putting a rock off the trail?
Yeah, sue ODNR.
It was obviously close enough to the trail. Anyways, in a bike path. I mean, that's a bike path.
It's a bike path.
Did you ever see those videos of this guy has a gate across up the path, and then people just
hold on. No.
Run
he has
into
a
it.
camera set up.
Yeah, he doesn't own the path or anything,
No,
but there's
it's
this
like
gate
the
that goes
city.
over this path, and so many people have hit this barrier that he put up a camera, and some of these people fucking slam.
They're going like they're riding their bikes. They're going like 20, 25 down it, and they just boom collide with the bike, and one guy like flips over, and you just hear go.
Yeah, they almost all make that same noise.
Oh yeah.
You just got the shit fucking knocked out of you.
Well,
I make that noise.
They should make it more like visible.
Well, I guess there is a
pre-sign,
a sign on it, but because of the angle of the hill,
You can't see
it
it.
doesn't reflect right. So by the time they get to where they can actually see it, it's too late to react.
Oh man, that's terrible.
I have the volume off, but you can just hear him go. Oh.
Where did he come from? So what is he supposed to do? Turn down the road? Turn with the road?
He's supposed to stop and see the gate. Yeah. Stop and see the gate and go around it because the gate's still.
It's like an access path that's blocked off, so that
it's
like
still
Parks and
a
Recs can maintain.
viable bike path, but you're supposed to go around it, so you're
I
not.
see.
Yeah.
So, but he was literally just following the path, and then all of a sudden it becomes pavement.
Yeah.
It's pavement, so of course you're just going to go, and you're not going to see that. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, and like I said, because of the angle of the hill and everything, any reflective you don't see.
You're not
So by the time you actually do see it, it's too late to react.
Oh, that's terrible.
911's used to that.
But I mean, that's the
They
thing
get a
is
911 call.
the fact is,
Send an ambulance.
but the thing is, there's so many videos of that specific spot.
Yeah.
The city really should be addressing that.
Yeah. Yeah, or
because-
whoever owns those
Because
parks.
at this point, it's negligence to leave that there,
I agree.
knowing that people are getting injured
Yeah.
at that specific spot.
Put a sign like 100 feet before and 200
No,
feet.
you just, when the parks are open, have that gate open.
Yeah.
I understand, or I don't know, you got to do something. Put pylons before it, but still have the gate open, but that way cars know that, no, this is not an access road for cars.
Or, just put pillars in the ground, and then, if you need to
that'll
access
help.
it, just pull it up.
But this is what I'm saying, that you still are going to run into
Yeah, but they
someone,
would see a big yellow pillar.
maybe.
Some people can't see yellow.
Some people can't see an object in their path.
A big object.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, it is something that
Hard
I
out
think
here
the
for a
city
pimp.
should be held accountable for because
at
like
some
the first
point,
one's an accident, the 20th one that's an epidemic.
yeah, and so especially if because someone put a camera there just to watch this, like
Imagine you're just sitting home watching TV, all of a sudden you hear this boom, and like, ha, got another one. He's just keeping the daily tally. He's got a whiteboard with another one, and another one, and another one.
Yeah,
he doesn't own a TV. He just has a live stream all day long.
Are they going to do it? Oh my God. Oh, damn, they stopped.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
So close.
How did he see that?
No, it's like he has a big TV and then he has like a monitor right next to the TV.
No, you put the big TV with the fucking... I'll watch TV on my phone just to watch that in full screen.
At that point, you should have a blow up one outside for the people to watch the instant replay of what they just did. Your attention, and then it just shows what they just did.
Like Cedar Point, the action cam, so they can see their own reaction.
Now let's see that again.
And there was a fence, so you can put the camera right on the fence and just go boom, 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 boom.
Oh. that would be hilarious. And then that would definitely bring attention to it, and maybe people wouldn't hit it anymore.
Or there'd be people intentionally hitting it just to see their reaction.
Well, then that's your own fault.
Yeah, that's on you then.
That kid on the scooter hitting it was probably the best.
Yeah,
like a razor scooter.
It was like an electric scooter like they have downtown.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he went straight and he did like a full flip around it.
And he's like,
Yeah, he wails for like a while though.
yeah.
I think his soul left his body. He was like, "Where's my mom?"
Yeah. I mean, imagine that. Not only are you getting the hurt from hitting that object that is just stopping you from you're not
into a
going
dead
crazy,
stop.
but
You're
25 mile an hour
to a dead stop. Yeah.
it hurts.
and then,
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. It hurts a lot. At least I got my painkillers like not almost immediately, but like pretty relevant, pretty close to the accident.
I was being asked 20 questions. The only one I wasn't allowed to ask is, "Can I have some pain meds?"
for a little bit there, I thought they were going to make him like a sack of potatoes and carry him out that way because they're like, "How are we going to get him out?" And I'm like, "I don't fucking know. Don't look at me."
They tried. They were like, "Well, can we get a helicopter?" No, we can't get a helicopter.
Yeah,
they were. It's like,
It'd be sweet if you got picked up in a helicopter, though.
As bad as it
Bill wouldn't have been sweet.
Which they could have gotten a helicopter in there.
yeah,
I think
with the cage.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, with the winch.
Oh, you'd have got that'd have been an experience.
No, they definitely could have done that. The problem is the tree height, and I think what they're thinking. I'm used to military, right? We don't give a shit. I think they're thinking that the treetops were too high, so the helicopter couldn't get close enough to the ground.
And then the winch is only so far.
Yeah, I'm looking up there like
in a valley.
Yeah, I'm like, that's like 400 feet. That's no problem at all.
Yeah.
That would have been hilarious to watch
That'd
you
have
going
been
out
crazy.
400 feet. You would have been hitting all kinds of branches.
You guys would have had to have a video of that.
Oh yeah, we would have.
Yeah.
Because you would have needed it. Because when you got the bill for that one, at least you got it on fucking video.
And then you would have sued the park.
Yeah.
and then yes,
for you. But what would have been funny when they were pulling out of there is one guy's grip slipped and.
Well, they stopped like 3 separate times on the way.
Yeah, I was just saying they were probably getting tired. Like just one of like, hold on, guys. Oh shit.
Well, there was one part where they set me down, but they set me down on a decline, so my head started falling off the fucking tarp.
You're like, I'm moving here, guys.
Because every time I tell that story to people, it's like, yeah, I know I did that. It's like, oh my God, that must have been crazy. Like, yeah. And then I got hypothermia. They're like, how'd you get hypothermia? It's like, well, I laid in the creek bed for about roughly an hour and a half. They're like, oh my God.
And then the one warm shoe you did have,
they took off.
I mean, the thing is, though, you laying in that cold creek bed did keep any swelling down while you were, in your leg.
I didn't see it, so.
Well, no, it probably really did because that creek bed was fucking cold.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, it was cold. I don't know if you noticed, you probably didn't, but I kept like hopping and skipping, like finding rocks to step on, so I didn't get my shoes wet because I wasn't the one that fell in the creek bed.
Our shoes were soaked.
But eventually, it was like
your shoes were soaked. I don't have
your feet were above.
Yeah, and you weren't wearing shoes.
Listen. I'm gonna be a little truthful here. I don't have a big pecker. That shit was inverted by the time they pulled me out of that thing.
You were one step away from being a transgender.
I'll say me and your sister would have had something in common there.
Me and Florida Man get to the hospital, and it's basically nighttime now.
Yeah, it was probably
this
that
took
point.
way longer than we were going to be riding.
Yeah, by the time they came and the ambulance came, we already would have been done with the trail.
We would have been done.
Yeah, because we already did the fucking hard part.
We would have been done with the trail and already back home.
Yeah,
we literally just finished the hard part, and the culmination of the hard part is coming around that corner and going down into the creek bed and going to freedom, basically, right? You're like, oh yay! And me and Florida Man both made it across.
Seeing you hit that rock and you lift up like that and just seeing I was like,
I turned around.
That was the epitome of, oh no!
Yeah.
Oh no!
I turned around and I saw your fucking leg and I was like, uh-oh.
we just looked at each other. We're like,
fuck.
Hey, 31, we'll see you back at the truck.
Honestly, if they would have taken any longer, I probably would have tried and crawled out. And
No, if they were really going to take too much longer, I do at least have, survival skills to. I didn't want to, but the more we waited, and then you started getting
the adrenaline wore off and the shock kicked in.
I didn't want to move you because your neck, your back. You never know, but at some point, if they didn't show up soon enough, I was going to have to pull you out of that fucking water, and you weren't going to be happy.
I would have tried and crawled first, but yeah.
You weren't crawling.
That wouldn't have gone over very well for you.
You would have been like, no.
Because it's hard to inflict pain on yourself. So you would have started to do that and realized it.
And then as soon as the smallest pebble went across my leg, like, ah!
Oh, yeah. So
I mean, you said who is stepping on my foot, and nobody.
The cop was stepping on the rock that I fucking hit. I'm like, can you tell him not to step on my foot? And he's like, he's not. I did one of those. Oh fuck, he's not.
But anyways, shame on Disney.
Yeah, holy crap.
Yeah, that.
I think so, right? I really do think that's a shame on Disney.
Yeah.
Now,
should at least show some compassion, and
if you wanted to be like, all right, let's come to an agreement here with, because you know what, that does suck. That is a restaurant that we tout as allergen free.
Maybe they're going to do that in arbitration.
It's the fact that they didn't do it.
Yeah, look at our arbitrator.
It's the fact that it wasn't done in the first place. 100,000.
Yeah,
no.
that's
right, and that's
probably a
$5-10 million style lawsuit.
How much is your wife's funeral?
They can't do
and medical bills?
Well, you got to think about it. They're
right.
They're in Disney. They're there as a couple in Disney to have a great time, and he has to watch his wife die in front of him.
Yeah,
over something that was preventable, and not only they took measures to prevent it, they went to an allergen safe place, but also the restaurant is touted as being allergen safe,
right?
And allergen friendly.
Allergen friendly, yeah.
Well, and then how many families did you expose having them have to watch someone die in front of them? That should never happen. And look, especially if you're saying that.
Or were they still at the restaurant?
I'm sure they cleared out once something started happening.
45 minutes after eating, by then you're starting to
I'm sure
close out the bill and start to walk away. So
I think something needs to be done. Like I understand. I think we can all understand, right? Accidents happen, right? Who knows what they were cooking? Who knows if it was just some cross contamination? Who knows if somebody put the actual ingredient in? I don't know. But I think we can all say accidents happen, and accidents do happen. Right. But a company like Disney should understand that they should be liable for when accidents happen. Right? When
a lot of that stuff is accounted into their yearly budget.
Of course.
Yeah, it has a company.
Little kids getting eaten by fucking alligators.
Pecked by a bird.
Pecked by a bird?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I got pecked by a bird when I went there when I was a kid.
Did you sue them?
You can't sue them. It's wild animals.
That's exactly what they said when we went to the first aid to get a Band-Aid, because, I mean, it left a hole.
It broke.
That's why
fucking
every bottle
terrifying.
They're like, well, what happened? He was like, one of your birds, pecked my kid. Like, well, the animals are, not ours, so we're not liable.
Yeah.
Florida man, are you jealous of that bird?
No.
He's lying.
Sorry.
Kiss.
Oh, why you licking your lips there, big boy? Why you licking your lips there, big boy?
You're not his type, I guess. Although, with the conversations we have, I think you are.
That's like every body of water at Disney has to have an alligator sign.
Oh, he's moving on.
Yeah,
he's moving
Deflecting the topic.
I was
This
saying
is
deflecting.
We've talked about this. Is exactly what he does every time. We're just
I was saying that, but my mic is low.
Your mic is not low.
Yeah.
Your mic is low. Your mind is low.
The mic is low.
Here, I'll turn it up.
Like when you guys are talking, it's like I can't even hear myself.
Well,
Maybe that's a good
I
thing.
can change that. What one are you on? 4. There you go.
Hello.
Now I can't hear shit.
Hello. Hello.
Jeez.
Hello, darkness, my
How's that?
friend.
It's good. It's good.
Lower.
I can't hear.
Oh, that gave me like the gross chills. Like, what is that sound?
That's why I took my. I'm like, oh no, okay, I'm done.
that's the opening to a horror movie right there.
That was almost brown note to frequency.
Yeah, it was so gross.
Do you want to play in his brown note?
But to go off what you said, you're right. But they got sued for that, right?
Well, after the first one.
Was that? Well, yeah, okay, but
But I guess it happened again like a year ago.
But
Well, this was many, many years ago, but
yeah. I mean, when
Disney
did
had
Disney
just
open?
opened by then.
In like the
yeah,
50s?
I think Epcot was still being built.
1963.
There you go.
Yeah.
Fucking autism. Racism is retarded, all right? They got sued for that. I mean, I guess what was that before Disney Plus?
I don't know. I was still living down there, so yeah.
So it could have been, Disney
Yeah.
Plus was like 2018,
Yeah, but how long you
2019.
been back up in Ohio?
Like
Well, yeah,
6 years.
he signed up for the free trial in 2019. That was probably when it came out. So
Phrasing.
we're not talking about Florida Man.
He didn't pull out. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Hey Siri, when did Disney Plus come out?
Uh-huh. She a little sassy.
Plus was formed November 12th, 2019.
Well, he was Johnny on the spot.
I was about to say, he must have been one of the first customers.
God
He did
damn.
the trial.
Yeah, he got
Now
the
he
free
can't
He did the literal trial, not
Yeah.
like a free trial. He did the
God damn.
He was on the alpha. Or,
He was in the
He's
beta.
the beta tester. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, how shitty would that have been? You're a beta tester for Disney Plus.
and then Disney kills your wife.
You can't sue us.
That's na, 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 na.
Nerd.
So nerd.
No, that is pretty bullshit. Actually, it makes you wonder, why don't restaurants, knowing that that's an issue, have EpiPens on site?
Yeah,
Because they're prescribed.
Because a lot of restaurants now have Narcan on site.
in the
Yeah.
bathrooms and shit.
Yeah, but Florida Man did hit that one on the head. EpiPens are prescribed, and Narcan's not. You know what I mean? You can go to the store and just buy Narcan.
Narcan tastes like maple syrup.
Not in Texas.
Does it?
How do you know?
I heard a story about it.
Too much fentanyl?
Too much fentanyl for you.
My favorite singer OD'd when he was 17, and they gave him Narcan, and it said it tasted like maple syrup, at least either on the way down or on the way up, so he couldn't have pancakes and maple syrup for like 10 years.
Oh, jeez.
Interesting.
Fucking pancakes gives you PTSD.
I'd hate that.
Starts having a panic attack every time he walks past the Waffle House. IHOP.
Just fucking relapses.
Don't go to Belgium.
Maple. Okay. I don't even know how we got
Completely
there.
avoids Canada.
Yeah. No Canada. Blame Canada.
Narcan in restrooms.
Oh yeah. EpiPens are. I don't know if they're dosed.
So
I think they are.
I think the only issue that you have is just with children, they get less, and then when you're an adult, you get more. So have 2 sets at the restaurant. And I understand, medically, but I feel like at least having some sort of precaution.
Especially at a place like that where it says it's allergen friendly, you know that people are going to be coming there with allergies, and as a extra precaution, having something on site that could help if you have a cross-contamination issue, at least avoid it. That.
Well, I know at Chipotle, every now and then we'd get someone who's allergic to something that we cook with.
That sucks for them.
Cilantro.
God.
Yeah, cilantro, or they're like a dairy allergy or something like that, or a nut allergy.
What do you use that's dairy?
Sour cream.
Oh yeah, sour cream.
So we'd have to do like every time that order came up, we have to do a complete wipe down, get all new utensils. And it was a hassle, especially during like a lunch rush, because that's usually when I worked, was during like the opening shift. So in the middle of like getting like 50 orders, all of a sudden we have to stop and clean everything.
But if you don't do it, someone dies.
Exactly. It was a
should
hassle.
just have a separate
staging
setup.
area.
Technically, it was a separate set. It was the online station. Different from the,
but that's an active setup that the
Right,
online
but you're
I know
not
what you're
disrupting
saying.
the main restaurant if you're using the online order section to quickly clean that section, because you're not getting as many online orders, so you have enough time to.
By the way, if you want the freshest food, order Chipotle as soon as they open online.
That makes sense,
because all the fresh food, the stuff that's made that morning, goes into the online. A lot of the carryover stuff is.
Yeah, but I still have this fucking problem with the online ordering.
Yeah.
Yeah, they like to cheat people out.
They skimp the fuck out of you.
I
haven't ate at Chipotle because of that bullshit.
And maybe they don't go.
Every time I do Chipotle,
I go in there with the phone. They're afraid of that.
Have you done that yet?
No.
Oh.
Listen,
I haven't had Chipotle in a while.
They are probably not skimping. They are probably actually just giving you the portion you're supposed to have.
Portions.
Whereas when you're standing across from someone asking for something, they look at you like, and
you
yeah,
give you a little extra. You give them the proper portion, and you kind of give them.
Well, I heard something, with that backlash that corporate was like, don't let people in with a camera now.
Well, it's they won't serve you, I think is what I heard.
Yeah,
they won't serve you if you have your phone out and ready to record.
I mean, again, they're allowed to make those rules.
They're right, but
I don't know. I go in all the time now, anyways.
Yeah,
I don't care.
It's been a few months since I've had Chipotle.
Well, there's one right up the street from my house.
There's one right up the street from here.
Yeah, it's dangerous.
Yeah, and I used to live in those apartments behind the Chipotle.
And they put that. So I've got.
Now on your way home to you, like Chipotle sounds good.
Chipotle, Taco Bell, McDonald's, Wendy's.
I literally have all of those right outside, like within.
Yeah,
I mean, I could
walk
walk there if I wanted to.
Yeah.
And I'm not even being a letter carrier. I'm saying like a regular person. I could walk to all of those.
My old apartment, I could literally just walk down the hill. It's like,
and now I'm getting a Panda Express. Also,
fuck you. I lost 2 restaurants this time.
All right. Yeah, you did. They're just never coming back.
Like, who the fuck thought, in city planning thought this was a great idea? Hey, let's have Taco Bell close. 6 weeks later, let's close down the fucking McDonald's.
Well, McDonald's isn't that great anyways. You guys do have a Wendy's.
At a certain point, though, you got to realize
you got to change it up.
You got to change it up, and you only have so many options. Well, you have a McDonald's. You had a McDonald's.
So
had a Taco Bell,
and had a Little Caesars.
We had a Little Caesars.
Did you guys used to have a Ron John's?
No.
Yeah,
Long
they
John?
were tied in.
Surf Shop.
They were tied in.
Long John's?
Long John's.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but they went out of business themselves.
No, Long John's was part of the Taco Bell.
It was that dual
I'm
setup
assuming their
for whatever
remodel
reason.
had to do with getting rid of that because they just weren't doing enough business with that.
I don't trust
John's.
I don't trust any. I don't like seafood in general, but I wouldn't trust a seafood place unless I'm near like a major body of water.
Right.
Like up on Lake Erie, we're getting perch and walleye. That's fine. For on the ocean, we're getting some fresh stuff.
Yeah.
That's fine. But how far inland we are from either of those, no.
Even Red Lobster was questionable.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but at the same time, you can ship those things in like dry ice. And
dry ice damages it usually.
Well, I'm just saying, like to ship. Well, right.
Unless it's frozen, then it's fine.
That's basically what we're not
So
getting
that's the
like
thing,
fresh fucking Maine lobster.
It has to be frozen to
Well,
get
actually,
shipped
no.
in.
Red Lobster actually did have the live lobster tanks, so
True.
you were getting a fresh killed lobster. But
that is true. But I never did that.
I heard they starved them though.
Oh, absolutely.
What's the point? Why feed them if they're just gonna get killed anyway?
Because want to give your customers food, right? I mean, I don't understand. Like, what?
It's not. Yeah. Well, there's enough turnover. And I always had this problem. They used to do at Giant Eagle during like Valentine's Day and stuff like that. They would have fresh lobster.
Yes, they would. Never got it.
At my store that I worked at, we didn't have a lobster tank. They just took the live lobsters out, put them out on ice, and let them fucking suffocate.
Ugh. Well, lobsters can't live on land? They can't?
For a little while. They're not amphibious.
But they have to be able to go back in. They're not like crabs.
Right.
The opposite of whales.
Yeah. For the most part, lobsters stay under the water all the time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they were just, you can see like these bubbles as they're foaming from suffocating. And they're like, oh, well, that's fine. They don't feel anything. I'm like, fuck you. Like,
how do you know? How do people know that, right? Like,
we don't. We
like
just say that to make ourselves feel better.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, if we feel pain, well, I think science has proven like plants feel pain.
Right.
Yeah.
But crustaceans don't. Fuck you.
Yeah, I mean,
just because they don't react.
Killer.
Oh, hell yeah.
When a fish gets fucking
Chop
hooked.
a little bit off the top.
When a fish gets hooked, do you think it doesn't feel that? Like, I think so.
Hooked and dragged through the water.
Yeah, from their fucking mouth.
Yeah.
Like, right. You ever been drugged?
Fuckers.
So I think you think about it that way. If you ever got hooked through the lip, would you be pulling away from it too? Like,
right.
That's a whole nother pain. You're like, no,
still not gonna stop fishing.
Stop. Yeah, well, no,
Depends on what's the other side of the hook, though.
Well, I mean, so maybe that is true though, because they do pull away from the hook. But maybe that's just instinct.
Yeah, they're
to stay alive.
And
well, a lot of fish, when you see them feed too, you drop something in, they hit it quickly and keep going. So when they hit that hook, their instinct is to just keep going with the food to get away from the other fish that are trying to get his food.
Yeah.
I mean, could you imagine, like, as a human, though, like, getting, like, hooked, and then someo's just, like, unhooking you, and you're, like, going back, but you're still fucked up.
Then they hold you by the mouth and like,
Could you imagine?
Can I go now?
The opposite, casting lines onto land. It's like,
You ever seen the Far Side comics where they do that?
Actually,
What would you use as bait?
It's just like how when you fish now, there's a ton of bait. It just depends on who you're trying to catch. For Florida man, it would be like a man, like a blood dog.
I was going to say golf mommies.
They're called spoons. They're kind of a curve-shaped piece of metal. They do make dick-shaped ones.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
It's a dick shape.
Yeah. So it would be a little dick swimming through the.
I was gonna say I could have gone. We already got in trouble with this in the past, but I could have gone real south with those comments on what would you use as bait for certain people. I could have gone real south.
I know what 30 work using on 31 beef jerky.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. That would work on you.
A ghost with beef jerky. Oh, look at that! Yes! Oh fuck! Oh, shit!
I think all of us would probably fall for Zen.
And I was gonna say, and apparently the elusive Zen, since they're having issues keeping stock.
We just need to go on a field trip to Sweden.
If I leave this country, I'm not going back.
I don't imagine.
Well, you want to go to Sweden anyway, but yeah.
I don't imagine that they're made in Sweden.
But
they are. But I mean,
no, they're not made in Sweden. They're from the company.
The company is, but they got bought by Philip Morris.
Yeah. So, but they still have a lot of like their supply in Sweden still pretty high, and they have a bunch of different flavors.
Oh, I know.
Shit, we can't get over here.
I've seen like
stores. We should be able to buy the international stuff and have it shipped to us.
You can.
Right. But nobody's at home to sign for the package.
That's the issue.
Yeah. We're all at work delivering it.
I do wonder, though, because you can have things delivered to the post office.
Yeah.
So what about that, Redbeard? You've been there a while. Do people ever have shit just shipped to the post office because it's a signature or something like that?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we're out delivering mail. We don't have time to go to our local post offices.
I'm just getting a call. Like, Hey, 31, there's a package here for you. Needs your signature. Oh, yeah, it's here.
I mean, I would imagine to be something I would tell, hey,
Hey,
a
Daddy,
package,
maybe not Daddy, but
package is going to come here. It needs a signature. That's why I'm coming or sending it here.
Yeah.
Or ask first. I imagine they wouldn't mind, but
all our uniform stuff gets sent to us to the post office. So
it does.
Yeah.
Or dropped off, like the one uniform shop that's over here. They don't ship it. They literally.
Yeah. Well, see, that's the issue with them too. Is they'll have your stuff for a while, and then they won't have someone who can come down and drop it off, and then you're just better off going over there sometimes.
Yeah. I think I had one thing from them, and it showed up like the next day. I was like, sweet.
I think we need to wrap it up. I gotta pick up the kid from a party.
Ooh. Oh, show up late and you're telling us when we can end it?
You guys keep going. I just
no, because we got to give them the stuff for the Baja Blast mead.
Yeah, I'll actually get that going tonight. So
cool. Hopefully it won't blow up.
So
I'm good. I'm not going to use the a glass jug. I'm using my. I'm going to use my brewing bucket.
Is that like steel or something?
No, it's plastic, but
Nice.
it's wider, so it's got a lot more space for the gas, so it doesn't compress.
So how long you think till we have this? Like Christmas?
If I get it going tonight, it takes about a month to ferment, and then I'll have to check it a couple times, make sure it's progressing, and then aging process takes a while.
Do you know what Baja Blast tastes like?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Yeah.
I don't want taco.
Because you could taste it and be like, "Oh, this is fine," and it's terrible.
I'll be able to tell if it's alcoholic or not.
Now,
well,
we do have that. You do have that thing upstairs.
The soda streamer.
Yeah.
We could take the Baja Blast mead and recarbonate it.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Recarbonation.
Or I can just, not stop the fermentation and risk it.
Oh, no.
No, I'm talking about when you have it all bottled.
Well, what caused the last one to explode was it started to re-ferment and created more carbon dioxide, and it was more pressure than that glass jug could hold.
Now, does that make more alcohol content?
It technically could if the yeast is fermenting alcohol or the sugars, then yes, it is making it more alcoholic.
I like it.
But, even a small amount, they're still creating carbon dioxide, which is what you have in carbonated sodas. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, if you have it in a sealed glass jar...
Yeah, it's it's going to give at some point.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be just... We talk about recarbonating this, right?
Yeah.
Couldn't you just make a mixed drink with it?
Yeah.
I guess you could.
It's kind of the same thing, isn't it? Like...
Yeah.
No, I'm excited for this, though. Yeah. This one,
I'm actually planning on, because it doesn't have anything else other than pure sugar, the corn syrup. I'm actually going to add plenty of yeast nutrient, which basically helps it survive, and adding pectin, which will help it be stable too. So I actually have some stuff that I'll add to the...
Nice.
It won't add flavor. It just helps the yeast actually survive this endeavor.
I'm excited for this one.
Especially because, all sodas have, acid in them, so...
Yeah.
I need to be able to neutralize some of that acid, otherwise it kills it too. So.
Gotcha.
Now, in the video, does he use something for the preservatives that are in it? Or?
Yeah, that's what I like. The nutrient and the pectin I'll put in will help override those preservatives and the acids in there so that the yeast actually has a chance to take.
Okay.
So.
And then boom.
Hopefully not boom.
No, I
don't want to clean up another fucking gallon of meat off my floor.
Oh, that would suck. Yeah, let's not make you do that. So,
but that's why I went with the plastic bucket, because it's a big lid. So if it does happen, then it has what's called a one-way water valve. So as the gas is escaping, it bubbles up, but it doesn't let air back in.
Yeah.
So the problem with that glass jug is I thought I had killed off all the yeast.
Mm-hmm. And so shut it.
No, I sealed it up so that it could start to age. And at some point when I was moving things around, I must have shaken it up and reactivated the little bit of yeast that was left in there. And
Yeah, that was like one of the bottles you gave me. I fucking went and opened it.
You go,
I was like, shit.
yeah. I'm still working on learning how to kill the yeast.
That's all right.
It's like, that nearly got my head.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, you missed the habanero mead.
Yeah, that was my wife just saying,
boy.
"Are you getting the kid?"
Tell her no. You slept in.
Don't you
About getting the kid.
No, I mean we're over 2 hours right now, so
Oh, really?
Yeah, because we actually started on time.
So Vikings
No, we
outro
didn't.
today will also be the crickets, right?
yes.
Okay.
So yeah, you were introduced to the crickets today.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it was pretty cool.
So we still have the outro.
Yeah. So so the crickets. So on that note, I guess Disney sucks, even though they make some good stuff.
Yeah.
But Disney as a corporation sucks. We'll put it that way.
Now we're gonna get sued by Disney for inflammatory content.
Don't curse out
Content, baby, content.
Don't curse out a judge.
Unless you want a year and a half of jail time.
And learn how to sing your ABCs right.
Yeah.
That was
And
pretty
math.
much LMNOP. And then today, the rest of today was just like whatever. What?
I'll say, and then my rehash the adventures of my bike accident.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Again, yeah, because that never gets old.
And don't make sure you kill your yeast before you bottle it up.
That's right. Never mind.
And always have your EpiPens with you
Yes.
if you have a food allergy.
That too.
That's our PSAs for the day.
Yeah. Congratulations. There you go. So, on that note,
Florida man is gay.
Oh, yeah.
and that note, this was another episode of the Grossly Off Topic Podcast. I was your host, Papa Smurf.
Old Man Viking.
I didn't get him turned down in time.
Here, just cut it out and play that.
Ivy Redbeard.
Florida man.
And I'm 31.
And we'll do it again next time.
Bye.
Bye.